I have.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I
right.
even say I am such an open book.
Jill, what's going on, Florida? It's your boy Jerk Jerkins right here on Florida Hip Hop Radio. And we got a special treat, man. It's Friday night. What's poppin', Gainesville? I'm sure y'all parents are very proud right now. No, but I got the ladies in the building, man. I got Miss Jenn Banks in the building. Mrs. Jupiter Wu. Did I say that right?
Yes.
And I want y'all to introduce our special guest tonight, please.
Bina Lovely people, how y'all doing?
That's the original right there, man. She the one that said it down. She taught them what. Anyway, and we got the big homie, man. Y'all know who it is, man. My homie Jarret Servance in the building. You gotta hold it. Oh, you gotta.
What's it called?
I said one time.
Oh.
I didn't call you anything.
Bro, you gotta come out swinging tonight, bro.
What skeleton you
gotta-
got in your closet?
you gotta-
You said, what you call me? Like
No, I thought you called me a different name or something. That's all.
No.
That's all.
Nah, man. Hey, hang out. So let's start with open topic, man. Anything y'all got on y'all mind y'all want to start with?
How y'all feel about dating married people?
Oh, nice. That's a really good one,
That's
man.
out of my lane. I don't know.
Dating married people happens all the
Not
time.
any, I mean, not married people. In my younger time, I messed
It
around
all
with people in
depends
relationships.
though, too, though, because some married people got open relationships, so.
And some married people won't tell you they married.
I was about to say, and that was
That's
only because I
true.
didn't
Yeah.
know.
It doesn't
And
matter
after I
to me
found
at
out, it
all,
was
so,
too late. So,
Ah,
married
so
people
hold
that
on.
I know, I don't know.
So hold on. Let's
That's
talk
not
about that. You know, definitely you ain't got to talk about yourself, but what constitutes is too late? And
After
it's-
we've already been involved with each other, feelings are established. We done whoop-de-wooed and da-de-da, and now
It's official. You know, you got to
this me, I'm
Sisters-in-laws.
you. If you want her, if you want her, that's y'all.
sisters-in-laws
like,
in
I'm
this
here.
bitch. That's what's up. What about
Yeah.
you, Woo? How you feel about that?
I ain't got no thoughts on that.
No thoughts? You gonna see that one out?
I say I
Yeah,
don't
this
care.
your subject, man.
That was a good subject too. I like that one.
I just, it doesn't matter to me. I'll date a married person.
You would?
Date?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It all depends.
Miss Marie?
Okay.
It all depends, because some married people do have arrangements.
So that's
where
only if they have an
can,
arrangement.
You know.
Date a married person.
How does that unfold? Like, is that something that they tell you the
I
first
think
night?
business.
Something you find out later?
Okay. Oh, you're talking about if you want to
If
get
they
involved?
Yeah, we got. If it's
They
something.
tell you immediately.
Yeah, how does that even? How does that manifest?
You go on dates, they make you like, and
Yeah.
you're like, by the way, I'm married and we have an open
Exactly.
relationship. Would you like to join? Now
How does that
you
work?
to me? Or do they tell you off real?
Jada Pinkett, baby.
Entanglements, having all entanglements and things.
Right.
I don't know. It just depends.
You know me,
It's a
I
case-by-case
respect the
basis.
off the real.
Okay,
so,
that's
yeah, you
real.
gotta
That's,
tell
that's
me
what
off
you
the
say,
rip
man.
what's
What?
Jarret, man, you kind of quiet, bro. You tapping some married ass around here?
Ooh, what? No. Hey, whoa, time out. Pump
Why
the
would we
brakes,
tell?
bro. Nah,
Not ringing the ear.
No, I'm not.
No. I'm just
No.
joking,
You don't gotta
but
talk personally.
do you condone that?
But I love that. I love.
How you
do
feel
I
about
condone
that?
It just depends on the status of the marriage.
Mm.
Because I've actually met married women, but they were going through a divorce.
They always say they separated,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
They
Yeah.
were going through a divorce. You know
They
what I'm
always
saying?
say
So,
that.
At that point, no, I
I don't know, but then you
care,
got the married
you know,
people
but
who just married for years and they not ever gonna divorce and they not together too.
That happens. Like Al Sharpton just did that, right? He was married. Anyway, he was married that late all them years. Nobody knew he was married. He got divorced after like 20 years. Anyway, now my thing. Anyway,
Okay.
my thing is when the woman says that she's separated, that just equals we fucking. And if you see me in public, you better not say nothing to me.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's going on, bro?
Anyway, anybody else got any open talk? Anything on your mind in the front of your brain?
Like I said, it just depends on. Oh, we still on that same topic? Or we moving on?
Well, you got it, big dog.
Nah, like I was just gonna add to it. It just depends on a person's belief. It's always gonna go back to a person's belief system.
Right.
Neither one.
So
You gotta have two people that's got it in that little 3-man. Well, two people gotta be down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody might get hurt in the process, but at least 2 people got to say, all right, fuck this. Yeah, fuck this shit. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever, man. All right, so I guess we'll go, since y'all ain't, we good?
Yeah.
We good? I just want to make sure everybody, cool. All right, this week, they had, in the news, it was Aaliyah and Timberland. He was talking about how much he wanted to go to fuck with her since she was a little girl.
I just heard that on the radio.
Whoa,
He had
hold
a
on.
crush on her.
Say
Say-
that now.
say-
He said he had a crush on her. I think she was about 15 or 16 years old. He was about, 20? In his
23.
20s,
He was 23, yeah.
But he said he took the role as her big brother, and I read that he said he married his wife because she reminded him of Aaliyah.
Let's get this girl on Hip Hop
Now.
News.
I literally just heard this on my way
Listen,
Really?
I haven't even seen
No, but that's
this, man.
facts.
Like,
I ain't
heard
have to say
like,
nothing.
you know.
Everything she just said was
It's
true.
unusual for a man of that age to crush on a woman that young lady, not a
Nope.
woman, a girl that age. No,
Nope.
it happens all the time.
Around the world,
We
too.
have to give him
Hold
his
up.
due diligence for not acting upon.
Well, hold on. You're getting ahead of us. Hold on. Let's put it in proper context and framing. What are the appropriate ages of dating that's acceptable? Y'all think in our community and our,
Legal age, whatever the legal ages are.
18 years old.
But
18
you gotta think about
with
it
above
though.
18.
Is that realistic?
That's
Is that realistic?
Okay, not about.
I'm not asking what the law is. Yeah. I'm sorry.
But what's appropriate is what the law is.
Okay, you're right
If you
about that.
want to.
Okay,
Well,
you're right. You're
Man,
right.
no,
What's
I mean,
Well, I didn't.
appropriate is
I guess I didn't ask that right.
What's acceptable is
I was
what
gonna say.
the law-
I was gonna say like, what's
Right.
appropriate to you?
Okay.
What's appropriate to me?
Right.
I think it's
what the law
maturity
is.
of the person.
So if
I
you're
think if
18,
I mean, yeah.
because I was a
But
grown woman
it's not
at 8
like
years
you
old.
still
and I
can't get in
mean, I
trouble
was
for doing
At what age?
8.
8 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a lot of responsibilities
Yes, ma'am.
yeah.
growing up, and so I just really think it's the maturity level of the person because that for years back in the days they was married. Young girls was married grown.
I mean, we're
behind
told at 10, 11, 12 years old, once we have our cycle, we're women. We're embedded with that at those times. That's when we're told you're a woman now. You know, so even in the back of our consciousness, like you're a woman once you
Now,
start.
does that make it right? Does that make
No,
make it
that's
right
what I'm
for a
saying,
grown
like,
man to want a little
that's what I'm
girl?
saying. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
That's perverted to me.
Give him his due diligence for not acting upon those urges.
Right.
Because I remember when I was a young girl, the things that I was doing, and a lot of times a lot of people just want to be like, you can't blame, the girl. But why can't you give some responsibility if you know what you're doing? I'm 12, up to 16 years old, knowing what I'm doing.
Right.
But, you give the man his respect and be like, okay, good job, because you didn't fall for that. And you as a little girl, like, why? You know what I'm saying? So you
Right.
can't just
I
completely
see what you're saying.
disregard
Right.
both sides of the party if you're gonna be realistic in the word. But people don't want to take that approach.
But
and it's very taboo to do
But
that.
sometimes
But-
I like grandmamas, like she was married at 16 with kids
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the maturity level of
Right.
both individuals.
Right. Because I understand exactly what you're saying, but at what age are you able to, process this kind of situation? I mean,
Well,
we
women mature,
It's
girls
different.
mature faster
And
than
this is
boys.
a concept that we
Already.
hear all the time, that women are much more mature faster than men out the gate.
physically too,
Period.
a lot
Right.
of times.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right.
So, what you think, bro?
Okay, you've been mighty quiet over there.
Yeah, man,
Man, I'm
we
always,
photographer tonight.
You know,
You still?
nah, it ain't that. I always let them.
No, I was about to say that's
you
his
know,
thing.
That's my dog right there,
But
boy.
I understand where you ladies coming from, but I don't agree with the whole the age. What did y'all say? The
Legal age?
the maturity.
Oh, okay.
Like, cause ain't no way I'm a father, so ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be cool 30. I don't give a damn if my daughter's 18 and he 30. Yeah, technically she's legal, but nah, homeboy, like I'm not gonna be cool with that. Now, can I stop it? I know there's nothing I can do to stop it, but I don't agree with that bullshit. Hell no, just cause she's legal, that means she's game. Like, nah, but I do get it. But you're right, a lot of older couples did marry young, but I think times were different. And I don't think at 16 she was married no joke was 24 and 27, 28 years old either. He might have been 19, or whatnot, 3, 4 years, older, but a significant amount of years older. Oh, hell no.
And that's just here in the
No.
United States.
And now you're right. Now that you're definitely right about that.
Because still now in this day and age,
Sorry about that,
2021, and across different countries, there are 12-year-old girls.
I mean, in the
being
state of
off,
Georgia,
right?
you
Being like,
know,
they have
in
no
the
choice.
30s, 40s, 50s.
So
don't
then
have
you
no
can say it's
choice
kind of like
because
a
they're
cultural
women
thing
now.
as well.
And
You know,
women.
it's a cultural thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I know in the state of Georgia, at 17, you're considered an
You
adult.
can get married at a certain
Yeah,
age,
like in
different
Georgia,
states,
17
things
you're
like that
considered an
with
adult.
percent of
Because at the end of the day,
Florida, you gotta be
morality and
18.
what you think is right is subjective.
Agreed.
That's true.
Agreed.
But how much
We've been
maturity-
programmed so much, and
But-
now I'm at a stage in my life where I don't believe nothing they ever told me.
Exactly, I'm with you on that. But how mature can a young lady be?
I can
Like,
only
at
have
the
to go
age-
myself.
Each
See, I
individual,
can-
know,
right,
You
and
can't
that's
put
the
it
case
as a
by
whole
case.
group, like every
It's a case
18-year-old
by case.
girl is
Right.
more mature than the rest of males her age
No
or
doubt,
above,
no
but
doubt.
you have to gauge it by each individual. And there
Case
are
by case
some
basis.
young women, that should
Because when I
not be
say I was a
dating
grown woman
older.
at 8,
So how does
I had
that?
a lot of responsibility.
But
I
how
was-
grown could you have been at 8 years old? Like, what did you even know of the world at 8
It all
years
depends on
old?
your story. It all depends
Well, you're
on
right.
what you done been
You're right.
through. It all depends on what you
I was
had.
like,
At
yeah,
8
and
years
by the
old, you like
time
what,
we was-
second grade?
And then by the time we was coming up, we had the internet, so we knew plenty.
Well, so yeah,
And
now
then
y'all
we
era,
experienced
y'all
plenty, and
generation,
we
yeah,
was
y'all
coming
can
to
experience
plenty.
everything with just hell.
Clicking and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, But as far as true experience though, like you gotta get experience though. I just don't see maturity coming. And it's just my personal opinion, nothing against y'all.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I just don't see maturity coming that strong at that young of an age because you haven't been out in the world to experience the stresses of life.
No, I was about to say,
You know.
no,
Don't
some
let go.
8-year-olds are really
Some-
out
At 8 years old?
Yes, out there in the trenches for real.
Okay.
Doing what?
Younger than
At 8?
What they doing at
living
8?
life.
Yeah.
Everything.
You ain't paying no
You
bills.
ain't even
You ain't got no job.
Some of
You
them
not
are.
driving.
Some of them at the age of 8 years old, you will hear a woman say that she made her son at that age, the man of the household, 9 years old. He got to cook, looked after his siblings like he's the dad. Going out there doing
teaching them
odd
to do things.
jobs.
I get it. I was in the third grade, waking my mom up to steak and eggs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, teaching me how to cook and how to do things on my own. I get that teaching, but that don't mean I know
Now, you
anything
have some
about
out
the
there in the
world
streets.
though. You know what I'm saying?
But some
That
of
don't
them
mean I
are
could
out
have.
there
Up in them streets with your mama.
I was about to say some of them
Right.
are out there in the streets or have run away from home
Right.
and been out there in the streets with people
But
who
see-
are not
Right.
who they dubbed as their family, who took them in but taught them
Right.
the ways of the
See,
streets.
my mom was 16 when she had my older brother and 18 when she had me. So we grew up with my mama. She was still
Right.
a kid
She
herself.
was a child herself.
So we had to grow up with my mama. So we caught all of it. I was 11 when my sister was born and 16 when she was born. So I raised these girls as if they was my own because my mom was out there working. So I had to be at home taking care of the whole house to make sure that they good.
Yeah,
Now,
but
I
does
get
does that translate to sexual consent?
Right.
Well,
Understand
that
the-
depends on how early you was introduced to it. Because at 8, I was introduced to it. So that's why I said I was
Understand.
grown when I was 8 years
Understand.
old.
Legal
And how
consent
was-
is different than consent. though.
Right.
So
No,
that's two
I
different things.
understand.
Definitely is.
I'm not talking about
You're
legal
not
consent.
consenting to anything because it's plenty of people that's just introduced to sexual acts unbeknownst to their not willingly.
Right. But you talking about coercion and force and
Well,
rape.
I was consenting.
Right. So that's not like a conscious decision. though.
But I ain't giving up consent until.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? But that's an external thing happening.
Right.
though. That's somebody doing
Right.
something to you. That's not you
Yeah, 'cause
making
I
the
was
decision to
14,
date an older
willingly.
person.
But how do you gauge when somebody is able to give consent to their own body? You just put a legal age on it. You just put a legal age. At 18, you're allowed to give consent to your body.
I think
You
what
don't
you're describing
trust,
is.
like
I'm sorry, my bad. I think what you're describing is something that is internal within yourself.
right.
And I think what we're talking about here is something that involves two people consenting to do something.
Right.
So yes, you might be ready to and prepared for that situation, but another grown person has the consent to have sex
Okay,
with
but
this
let's-
child. You know what I
let's
mean? And
switch it up.
I
even
know
the
you
child.
mean for like the
Okay.
the
Let's
adult.
switch
Let's
it
switch
up.
it up. Let's switch it up.
see about these grown women with these younger boys.
Yeah.
And y'all like that and how it's like, oh, you got
Listen,
you some
So
Time out.
early
Time out.
age, you a grown man now.
It's good too.
It's
It's so good.
No, you cannot lose your virginity at 8 years old.
It was so
to
good.
16-year-old babysitter. You did not.
It was so
That's
good.
not okay.
Yeah.
You hear
And they be like, that's what I'm saying. And they're allowed to be like, I loved it.
Nah.
I wasn't a victim. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But on the other hand, us, we can't be like, I wasn't
But
a
in
victim. I can see to
actuality,
it. Everybody
it
like,
is.
no.
Like, yeah.
I'm gonna tell
You're
you
a
why.
victim.
I'm gonna tell
You
you
can't
how
do
a
that.
lot of men, because that turns a lot of men hypersexual.
Yes.
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 And
Absolutely.
now
Yes.
that brings issues within the relationships that they have, and that's why men like to cheat and all this stuff. But see, men don't recognize that these are issues from being sexually molested as a child. It was okay.
No.
See,
I'm not gonna let
Men
y'all
like-
say that's what
Men like to
that's
have
the case.
sex,
That's that
period.
way.
I mean,
Where's
they
the
don't have
facts
to
with
get
that?
touched for
Like,
that.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Now, I'm with you, though. I'm with you.
I understand where you're going.
I understand what you're saying. But men like to have sex. I mean, that's pretty. The history is dictates
And
that.
women don't? You don't think
No,
women
no,
are
no.
just suppressed from not wanting to have sex because men make us feel like we're wrong?
I think
for
women
having
like sex
You're
more.
right.
I think women may like
Right.
sex more than
But
men.
we
To be
are-
honest,
They are.
Condemned.
You ever made a woman
for, you know,
orgasm before? Have you seen
Yes,
what
I
happens?
have.
Yes.
I do.
It's a spiritual experience,
I was
man.
gonna say, and I love it.
There you go. See, there you go, man. There's a power dynamic there. So I mean, I don't know. These things are very taboo, like you said, man. So take it away.
But no, I don't agree with older women talking to younger guys. I mean, yeah, my son that you just seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, he get older women that hit on him all the time.
Very handsome
you know,
young man, right?
18, you know. But yeah, they always be like, yeah, he's grown.
There was a viral meme of the high school football player. This kid was 17 years old, and this kid was built like an army tank, man.
Yeah, my
And-
son's 17.
and people-
6'2",
Big.
300
Right.
pounds. He looks like a grown ass
Exactly.
man. Mustache, he looks like a grown man.
And that was the backlash. The women in the comments of adult women who were, you know, they were catcalling at this young man. This man he looked good. He looked like a steak. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a steak to some of them, you know? So, is there a double standard there?
There is. There absolutely.
Y'all can't oogle no young dudes. That's not fair. No?
And what?
What do you call it? Oogling?
I don't know what
We
they
can't
call it.
oogle young dudes. Oh,
I'll-
know plenty of
I'll
girls
be
that do,
facetious,
though.
but yeah.
They do.
Right.
They do, but I feel like for them, they get a lot of,
Yeah.
you get that young
Culturally,
girl,
I won't argue with that.
you know?
I won't argue with that.
So it's strange because I know girls that's my age now, we're 27, 26, 28 years old, messing with high school boys. I don't understand that. And the other people that's our age in the comments like, I understand. Like, I'm like, y'all understand.
That young boy.
I mean, I like a young too, but like 2 years younger. That's it. Like, what you gonna do with a high schooler?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't
And they
agree
be
with
like
that.
a lot of
Damn sure
things.
I didn't want to talk. I think somebody was gonna jump in
I'm
there.
saying that they be like a lot of things, but I don't know. It's weird. It's weird just for me personally, but
That floats your
I
boat.
don't know, personally, I don't know. I've been on both ends of the spectrum.
You want that young
Stay
boy?
within the law. That's all I'm gonna say. Just stay within
I
the
think
law.
I-
So you ain't
I
got
have
to be
two
dumb.
brothers.
Great advice right there.
Just
Don't do
stay
it,
within
bro.
the law.
Right, no,
Don't do it.
definitely within the law.
Yeah,
But
just stay within the law. That's my only
ex-husband's
advice.
20 years
I don't-
older than
yeah.
me, and now my current fiance is 9 years younger than me. So you know,
Yeah.
So you almost like borderline.
Keep you up late nights,
now.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
he almost 30 though. Good lord, he almost 30.
You don't play. A lot of PlayStation games, man. Historically, scientifically, they say that women reach their sexual climax at what, 40?
Yeah, I was about to say we're older.
And
yeah.
men is
From
what,
mid-30s,
like 18 or
40s.
something like that. Am I wrong about that?
So
There you go. I think that got a lot to do with it.
that's why they want a young man.
Right.
40.
Want somebody to nail them to the wall. I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, it's nothing like that.
I'm 40, nothing.
All right.
That must be for the motherfuckers.
I'm gonna stay out of that, man. But hey, that's
Like,
science, man.
I don't know who they was doing earlier this time.
I don't know, man. We got-
poll.
Boy,
You
listen.
wasn't part of the poll.
I damn sure wasn't, boy. Listen, I want to know who they had on that poll, boy. Listen.
Y'all crazy, man. Shout out to Bernie Hayes. He's watching. We got a celebrity watching.
What's
All
up?
right. But, all right, so let's get right back to it,
But
man.
the next question gonna be on Jupiter. She ain't said nothing all day.
We just gonna not say nothing until Jupiter just spill
right,
all her
cool.
guts, man.
Let's
Nah. I think this will be a good one though. For you, Jupiter. Seriously. Interracial relationships. You like Channing Tatum and all that shit.
I think.
No, but is it to each his own, or do we have a responsibility to protect the culture and the black family?
No, I'm a part of that. My dad is black.
Okay.
So hold up, swell up. If there was no interracial, I wouldn't be here.
Let's talk about it. Don't shoot me.
How do you feel about interracial relationships? Do you feel
I'm
like
gonna
us
let
as a
my sister
culture
answer that,
have a
but-
responsibility to date each other?
Who?
I would like to
Thank
see black people with black people personally.
Okay.
Just because.
Prejudice.
Down.
Just because we've been oppressed by everybody. Y'all feel me? So it's like, why would y'all want to go out?
Look at this girl. She knock it out the park every time.
and
She's
be
sitting
with
over there
your
quiet and
oppressor?
shit.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I
Smart
love black
motherfucker.
love. I love black women being with black women, with black men. I love black
Oh, you
men
say
being
you
with
love
black men.
You say you love black
If
women
that's
being
what they
with black
choose
women?
to do,
Yes.
I love however people decide that they need love and go out and get it for themselves.
Okay.
But the whole, I don't want no pink meat.
Ah.
I wouldn't
Just gonna
recommend
say that on
it
live?
That's
to.
how you feel.
I wouldn't
That's
recommend
it.
it
You don't want
to
no
anybody,
Channing
but then
Tatum?
again, I haven't tried
You want
many
no-
of them, so
Hold up. Did she
No.
say many? of
Adam
them? Maybe
Sandler?
She has
I
tried it.
tried one time.
Adam
It was
Sandler?
not- Ew, please stop. It was gross. So that's my personal.
Oh no, you better
opinion on
stop that, man. All right.
My personal opinion on that is I love interracial couples because
Say that.
it's just because you was oppressed at one point in time don't mean that the person you with oppressing you.
But hold up, though. Your mother was oppressed and disowned by the man who is your father, which was a white man. He did not want anybody to know that he had a mixed child for the longest.
So you ain't got
Okay, and that's because of him being programmed the way he was programmed.
Right.
Exactly.
Like you
And
gotta
that's
have
the reason
some type
why.
of empathy and compassion that everybody been programmed a certain way. So yes, that was that, but now me and my father have a wonderful relationship. I love him to life. Like
Shout out to your
I'm
pops.
his
Shout
old
out.
30 years.
Shout out to your
Yeah.
pops.
So it
Hold
took
on,
200 and
300 years.
it took,
You don't play, man.
that was like 5 years ago. So it wasn't
You
like
back?
well maybe it was.
Shout
Yeah,
out-
30 years.
shout out to your pops,
200s that we
I mean,
already
now,
have.
in her defense, I would say.
And good thing
you
y'all
can't
are
really
back.
not,
I'm
you know
with
what I'm saying, like, knock her father, because obviously, internally, he showed you he liked dark meat. You know what I'm saying? So,
They all-
but
they
because
all
of his
do.
family, he
Oh,
knew
that's
it was
what I
more of a
about to say.
protection
It's
thing.
pussy. It
Hold
don't have
on.
nothing to do with liking who you
Listen,
are as a
bull,
person.
that's a
Your
lie.
woman is pussy.
That's a lie.
Say
I
that.
told you
That's a lie.
already last season. Y'all gonna fuck.
No, we're not. Listen, man.
She a trip, man.
Y'all gonna fuck.
Season.
It don't matter white,
But no,
black, purple, green.
That's
That's
a lie.
totally not green.
But I
That's a
totally
lie.
agree with what you said because I really believe he did that because of the backlash what he felt
Exactly. It
like
was
he was gonna
exactly.
That
It was
is
more of a
totally true.
protection
But
thing.
even your
Because he couldn't bring her around his family. No telling how his family would have
his
back
family
then
accepted
though.
her way before he
get. That
did.
was my
didn't
Aunt
they?
Marie. My Aunt Marie accepted me. And then after the fact, yes, my grandmother, but I never met my grandpa, so he passed away. So I don't know how that could have been his like father.
His
It's, trust me, it's a
Right.
reason
It
for
could've
him not
been. It
bringing
really
you. You know what I'm saying?
It
And to
really
me, it
was.
sounds like more
So
of a
he a
protection.
weak
Like,
ass motherfucker that couldn't stand up for himself and what he loved. Okay.
No, not
And not just because of the color of his
everybody
skin, but just him as an
grows in
individual.
Well, you got a lot of people like that.
I know.
you
That's
ain't
what
talking
I'm
about
saying,
her
not
daddy
just
like that. You gonna let her talk about your daddy like that?
I'm
I'm just playing.
like,
I'm just playing,
That's what
man.
you're
Oh,
doing.
Jenn.
I gotta say, hold on.
Okay.
I love my father, and he is good. And actually, in actuality, I'm
Give
kind
him
of
reparations,
more
girl.
grateful for him being in my life
You
now
know
as
what?
an adult because he can help me more.
Exactly. Give
Look
him
at this.
reparations.
And I
Always
thank God
have
he
fun.
really wasn't there as a kid because he was messed up too. Like, you know, he was a drug addict. So all he really brought into my life was more chaos.
problems.
And I already had enough of that shit. So therefore, I'm glad that I'm getting him on the latter end and allowing him to be in my boy's life so he can be the grandpa. But no, like I really believe, like what you said, it had a lot to do with other people's opinions and thoughts of the matter, and that's what kind of molded and shaped him. But then he was a little selfish and had his own issues going on too. So see, I don't think he was ready for a child, period, because I'm actually his only child, and he never had any more kids after me. So it couldn't have just
traumatized.
You so silly.
Wow.
I just think he didn't want no kids, period.
So okay, then maybe that's why he probably kept it a secret, not so much because he was dating a black woman, but maybe because he just didn't want no kids, period.
But I don't think it was.
So why make it a black and white issue?
If it was a fully white child, he would have just been like, "Yeah, fucked up. But here it goes."
I mean, I
But
don't
you
know.
can't say that because you don't know. That's an
We
assumption.
don't know.
I
And
don't
yours
know,
is
but I do
assumption
know
as
what
And
he
you're right.
said no, because when I finally met him at the age of 13 and, have already gone through so much and always longing to be daddy's little girl, and I sent him a letter, the only thing I remember from that letter of questions that he sent back to me was, it would have been better if your mama was white or if I was
Exactly.
black. So he told me that
Exactly.
one time before.
Because that has a lot to do with
And it
family.
does.
I can't bring you
It
around my
does.
family better knowing that I have a child from a black woman. My
It
family is
does.
not going to accept that. So no, it would not. It would have been.
But I think
It would have been harder for
in his
you.
own mind too,
I was
because
gonna say
his
he
family
wasn't-
wasn't actually really accepting.
I was going to say
of
his
it.
family.
So I think that was his
accepting.
own fears.
Okay.
That his
okay.
And
family.
also-
He ain't even tried. You couldn't even
Right,
try.
because when I
and
finally-
then
when
disown
they
her
first
afterwards, after you found out you're
But that
either gonna
because-
have her or we're gonna disown you.
If a
Again,
person-
dismiss you.
If he felt like that, it could have been because of things that he
And he
heard
came
them
back. He
say.
made it right, and that's all that matters.
Exactly. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
That's all I got to say. Me personally ain't happy.
No.
I don't care about nobody else and what they want to do.
Now,
I
me
personally don't like it.
I ain't
You want that
even
white
gonna
So you don't
man?
care for
lie.
interracial?
I
You want
love
no
my
John-
black man.
John
I love
Cena?
black men with a big nose. That's what I pray, and I like them dark. So I
like them
mean,
dark.
That's what I personally.
I don't care about nobody else and what they want to do for their relationship when it comes to this. The only problem I ever have is when it be like you dating outside of your race simply because talking down on your own race.
Right,
That is-
right.
Stop that shit.
Preach.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
That is whack.
That's my
Don't
only
tear
issue
nobody
with
else down.
Okay.
Just because you're trying to justify how you
Yeah.
feel about wanting to date.
You got
That's
your
the
own
only
little
issue with that interracial shit.
internal
If
shit
you want
going
to love
on.
them, you want to love them because you want to love them. Don't
Right.
love them because, well, if these black girls was right,
Suck ass niggas. Yeah.
You know, they been
They do that. They do that.
Over here. I see white girls do it all the time too. I seen earlier in the post, and they was trying to post. The girls was just basically doing what men do when they be like, "Oh, post the snow bunny." So the girl was like, "Let's post all the white boys here," and the black boys was in the comments or whatever. Even the white girls was in there was like, "All you gonna get is drug addicts and woman beaters and meth heads."
Talking about the black dudes?
No, the white girl, the white
Oh.
boys. The white
Oh,
girls
shit.
was talking about on their
I
own
just
white
think white
men.
women
Really?
like black men because they just got bigger meat. Period.
That's a myth.
That's a
I
myth.
don't know.
That's a
I've
myth.
never experienced a white man, so
But
you
it's a
find
myth.
out if he had big meat.
Scientifically speaking, it's a myth.
Oh, okay.
So.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Anyway, I'm gonna say this.
She's speaking from experience right here.
I don't know about that one.
Say
You
that.
haven't had
Yeah.
enough exactly
Me, that's
as
why
you
I
say
don't know.
to conduct the experiment.
And I will
so,
never be able
we're gonna
to.
leave it at
And
that.
raise your hand if you've done that in the room. Anybody?
Done what?
I ain't, what you just said, that the qualifications in order to conduct that, the field research.
Okay, the field.
I ain't think so.
Yeah, never. I've never.
All right, look, this is a very touchy subject. I'm pretty passionate about it, I'll be honest. But with black women, I kind of give them a pass, I'll be honest. I'm really hard on the black men when it comes to interracial dating. It's only because there's too many black women out here. Like, there is no excuse, you know what I'm saying? And I have a cousin, my first cousin, and he's mixed, man. My uncle has kids with, and they grew up in Oregon. They were the only black kids, my cousin and his sister. And he's married to a white woman. Totally understandable. I mean, true love exists. I'm not
Right.
against that. But if you from the same place I'm from, you immersed in blackness. I'm not saying true love doesn't exist and won't go through anything like that. But you got to make a conscious decision to leave your base. That's a fact. I mean, if that was the case, if true love is what it was, then the numbers would be even all across the board. But instead, like, especially black men. Black men marry outside, they raise more than all other races combined, like 2 times.
And
That's abnormal.
No, I'm
That's
gonna tell
not
you
right.
what I
I mean,
think it is. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. A lot of black men are scarred from being picked on as kids, and so they don't want their children to be as dark as them, and that's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't know about that. Not that doesn't explain that big. That doesn't explain that. Right. Because niggas love themselves.
About everything.
I got a big ass belly. I think I'm the shit. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I think I'm the shit. Like,
I do believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of dark men don't want
I've heard that from a lot of
black
Really?
children.
I've
They
heard
want
it.
okay, I'm with you on that. Now, I'm not gonna say why the reason that you said, but I agree with that. They think the light-skinned baby is Kodak Black said that.
Daughters, but not mixed sons, which is weird.
Say that again.
I've heard them want mixed daughters, but not with mixed
I
sons.
can hear niggas say niggas is crazy.
Like they
Yeah.
Oh, no, not you. I'm talking to somebody on my lap.
Niggas is
I can't say that. Go to hell,
But I'm
man.
saying, like, I've heard a lot of times when they be like, they don't want
Shots fired, man.
Yeah, you know.
want like mixed daughters. I want a mixed daughter. They don't really want mixed sons because they look. You see how they do light skinned men.
I know,
So
I do
dark skinned men
light-skinned
don't
men.
want to birth.
What's wrong with you? Said you don't know?
They don't
What's
want
wrong with
to
light
birth
skinned men?
mixed men because they view
I
them
think
as
light
like
skin's overrated,
soft.
honestly.
Definitely.
I don't know. I never got into that. I mean, I know some cold ass light skinned niggas, man. Niggas can fight, they can play ball, they can do all that shit. And then I know some soft ass niggas that's light skinned, you know. But I feel, but you're right though. You're right.
Because even with dark skinned women, it's even proven that like dark skinned
But-
women are viewed as more
I agree.
masculine.
I agree.
So I think dark skin is just
They scared of that shit.
And light skin is
You
equated.
can't see us in the dark, man. You scared of. They scared of
I
us.
love it. I love the midnight black or slit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm just.
Give you what?
We have an issue. Like I said, we always talk about the black family and all that shit, and our women they're not being in these they're not being married as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
And I think that that's not no fault of their own. So if there's a white man that's gonna make her happy, I ain't do it.
Yeah, see, that's me.
Now with these niggas, man, fuck y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? It's 1,000 of these. Like Jameis Winston, you in Tallahassee? How can you? It's FAMU's right there. What the fuck? I don't get it. I mean, that's just me, and I know it comes down to preference. I know it comes to preference.
It comes from being.
When you say it
Some
comes
of
from
it
being
comes with
programmed.
preference.
Yeah.
That's overblown, man. That preference shit is bullshit a lot of
That
times.
other shit come with just hate.
Like,
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm like,
Well, but no, because black men,
I also
black
heard, too,
women
though.
have that stigma of the mad black woman too. So
Yeah.
most black men don't want to deal with her
I done-
and her issue.
I done
They'd
seen
rather go
too
with
many
white woman
interracial
who gonna be
couples
nice and sweet, and
with a black
rosy
woman,
and
with a white
catering
woman
to
with a
him
black
all
guy
day.
from a.
Oh,
from a
shit.
black man.
Yeah.
I done
That's
seen the women come
crazy.
over through the gas
think it-
station.
Say what
Too
now?
many white women come to the gas station
That's
with a black
too-
guy with a black
Oh,
boyfriend.
Lord.
So I don't want to hear that white women. Women in many different cultures do it. We can't say that because how many cultures are we really around infiltrated in their communities to see how those women act? We just assuming like
Exactly,
you know,
Nubia.
and they just saying like
what
they're
Nubia
not
talking
like
about?
that.
Nah, she like I was gonna say the same. Like everyone isn't programmed. I think it's just a self opinion. Like if you believe in love, the color of someone's skin doesn't matter.
It should.
I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, like I don't
then why
care.
why you
but a
got-
lot
why
of
you
people
saying
do it.
about
But
the
a lot
niggas
of
who
but a lot of
do
people
it?
do it for
Because-
cultural reasons. You know,
Right.
I'll let you
heard,
know.
some people like they want to date inside their race because okay, a lot of race being mixed, their race is now diminishing. You know what I'm saying?
Is it
So
that not
now-
a program?
That's real shit.
I mean,
I didn't even know about that until I became an adult. And a white man explained that to me. He was
Right,
like,
you know,
he's
what
like,
I'm
I
saying?
just
It's more
don't
about,
want
you know,
my family to be black, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
like
that's what they scared of.
I
I
guess
think-
that's what the world
That's
is scared of.
racist.
too.
Right.
Hey, I know we just heard
You a
about
biggest black
that.
man.
Meghan Merkel and her husband.
Exactly,
Now they
damn.
they
How
done
can
got
I-
a little black boy now. They trying to
They
figure
was
out
scared.
how
Not even black.
Them motherfuckers fuck each other.
because with that,
They fuck each other. They're like, no, we still want no black baby though. Hell no.
Because now you're talking about a family's wealth that could now.
But the
go
black
straight
skin gonna
up.
make the money.
You see what I'm saying? Because now, okay, we have a
That
rich
baby dog
child.
broke now,
Say
man.
he grows up and now he wants
He gonna date a black woman.
So you don't see the problem with that, keeping the black people
like me, I don't listen.
and
you guys don't think that's being programmed.
That's what I'm saying. How's that not programmed? It's a program. You don't want your wealth to go. No, I'm talking about the family.
It doesn't matter if it's
I'm talking about the family's aspect. Inspiration on that. Like you don't want your wealth to go to black people. That's programming from.
Is that the reason, or is it like okay? I done built this for my family, then all of a sudden now this family just...
But that's part of your family.
But this is your family, though.
Yeah.
The only way that's not your family, even if another white person come in, that's part of your family. So if a black person come in, that's your family now, right? Unless you leave it inside your family as an incest.
White woman. The only way I know she damn near look white. I
know, right?
Like by her hair,
very fair.
You know, but her hair is a little. You can tell it's like
I just say be with whoever gonna make you happy.
Right. I'm cool with that.
Because at the end of the day,
but that's without influence. A lot of times, because a lot of people are with.
If we're gonna make it a black and white issue, then it's gonna always be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna
whether we address it or not, it's gonna be an issue. We can ignore it and be like, it's no longer an issue.
No, I'm not saying ignore. I'm not saying ignore.
Ignorance is bliss. We're gonna say fuck it. So now
she is crazy.
But like
it don't work like that.
You can't group all people. So you can't say every white person that dates a black person thinks that way, or every black person that dates a white person thinks that way.
Especially in those.
Because you got to think, y'all comparing, today's people with people, from back then. Yeah, times was different back then. So
y'all just black and white. I love seeing a black woman.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be just black and white. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, different cultures.
I love that.
For the win.
I ain't say I was all for it like that. This out of mine.
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying, but we're not talking about absolutes. We're talking in generals here. So what I'm saying is this: as a group, that's all I was talking about. I'm all for true love.
Okay.
If that white woman is the person God put on His planet for you, man, I wish y'all the best, and I mean that.
Right.
And like
my thing is, we gotta be honest about these astronomical. These are abnormalities. Like if in black women, another thing about black people. We're the only race that the higher we get educated, the more likely we're gonna marry somebody else. That's psychological right there. Like to the point where now I got a college diploma and now I'm gonna marry a white woman now. What the fuck? No other race does that.
Now, why you just made it sexist though? Why can't it be in a black woman saying I'm gonna marry a white man?
Well, that happens too, but these niggas got it worse.
we automatically, you know what I'm saying?
And that's a fact. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm against it, but I'm saying give me a plausible make sense answer for that big abnormality where y'all do this shit more than everybody else combined. It's something wrong with that, and we got to be honest about that. Like, cause these niggas, if she ain't foreign, she born. These niggas is color struck now. Like every girl looks like she's foreign. I ain't got nothing against.
Right.
I love women. Period. Jessica Biel. I tear that white woman up right now. Are you serious? But I gotta keep it real at the same time. Like, hold on now, because when I go through the neighborhood, the women look like this. They don't look like, you know what I'm saying. They don't look like Cardi B. I like Cardi B. She fine too. But the women look like this, and that's all I'm saying.
I was gonna drink it here.
I'm kind of on that too, man. I look good, man. But I ain't got no cups and shit, man.
We don't got nothing to open.
Anyway, we know next time, man. We gotta start. I can get my homie to. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Y'all see, I came prepared.
I see that, man. I should have been thought of this, man.
Listen, it's a whole vibe. I was in my living room watching y'all last week, like, I'm coming.
But my friend, man, my homie, man. Shout out to my homie Wesley, man, in Atlanta. He's a Haitian guy. He has a black podcast where all they do is black liquor. You know what I'm saying? So we got a link with him.
Yeah, it's actually the wine that I was actually trying to find you ladies at Total Wine. They didn't have it, and it must be pretty good because I hear a lot of people talk about it. I saw following them on Instagram called, excuse the language, called Sweet Bitch.
Ooh,
nice.
I
bet y'all do.
I was gonna say it's sweet.
Y'all crazy as fuck.
So let me tell y'all the wine y'all really need to hit up. It's the plum wine. Get it from ABC.
What's the percent of the alcohol?
12%.
Okay.
Honey. When I tell you it's straight sweet,
All right.
it is sweet. That or some Fuji apple sake. That is really good too.
All right, let's go on a lighter topic, man. This is just general thoughts. I'm curious about how y'all feel about this. The what was it? All-Star Weekend GoFundMe girl.
They got stuck in Atlanta.
Yes.
I didn't even.
She made away and she got
She went there with $400, and she got there. And shit cost $401. And she was fucked up at that point. So
Let me say y'all, I love the fact that motherfuckers actually donated
and
to
talk
her
that
shit
shit
just to talk shit.
Oh yeah, I like
It's
that
like, here go $5, bitch, but
You
I
broke
want my
ass.
$5 back when you get home. Here go $5, you broke
broke
ass
bitch.
bitch. I'm like, whatever,
Are y'all
I'll take
That's
it.
niggas. Yeah, that's
She
niggas
got that
playing.
motherfucking money.
And she
What
made
happened?
her goal was
She
$1,500.
apparently-
Go ahead.
She apparently went to
See,
Atlanta
she
with only $400.
She doing hip hop news from now on, man. Trust me.
Period.
She apparently went to Atlanta with only $400 and got stuck there because she couldn't afford her way back. So she started to GoFundMe to raise money to get her ass back home, wherever she was from. I don't know that part. But
Brooke,
motherfuckers
she was
actually
from-
donating.
she was from
How much
Queens.
she raised?
She was from New York.
$1,500, and she ended up. Her goal was $1,500. She raised $1,600. So somebody threw an extra $100
I'm
on her.
telling you, them comments was
I
like,
shoulda thought of this
dumbass
shit.
Bitch. She was like, $5 next time. You better da da da. People was donating just to comment and tell her she's a broke ass bitch
They
and she
did.
better pay their money back.
They
That
did.
is
Genius.
so funny.
Genius. Let me start to go
Shit,
funny.
that whole I done came to Gainesville and I can't get back to Orlando. I don't give a damn what you call me. You won't call me broke.
That's real. That was.
Hey, I want a little bit of money from everybody, not a lot of money from a few people.
That's real. Yeah, that'll work. What's the
I thought it was fake.
I know it depends on where you're going.
I thought it was fake. I didn't think that.
No, that was real shit.
So many
my boy.
people
Okay, well, let's
scam
talk about
nowadays.
that.
You
They
know
do.
what I'm saying?
So let's talk about Gorilla Girl with this bullshit.
Oh shit, Gorilla
That
Glue
shit's
girl.
so old.
But that's still
She
What
like
y'all-
that
what y'all-
song
what
said
y'all-
on my
And here you go.
Shanita, she's like, that's the best hustle ever. You
That
know?
is a good hood. I wish I'd have thought of it, but
But
talk,
see, I have
tell
a
them.
whole issue with that bullshit anyway too, because that go back to that program shit. You got this black girl on here looking like with a whole can of Asian glue, like
It's not her fault she look like
that's so like that.
All right, I know this was a long time ago. I know, but to explain.
It was so, that's something that I thought.
Tell the people what happened, right? So she Gorilla Glue is a adhesive that a super adhesive.
Right.
Tape. It's
So
used for
so she claimed she put it on her head
Mm.
to keep her edges slick, which I guess it worked.
But
But
then she-
I don't even think
Oh,
I
it
don't
worked.
think it was
Too
like a
well.
scam
Oh, it
though.
worked.
Because I think after the fact, because I've been, I be all on YouTube watching other people commentary on all this shit, but it was like, how you really trying to take out something with this dang damn ponytail in your head? Like, you trying to take this shit out with a ponytail still hanging? Like, I think it was all some bullshit just to make black people look ignorant and dumb all over again. Like, I think
A white
woman
woman took that idea though and went viral off of it too in the
So she
same
did.
thing.
See,
A white
Really?
woman did the same thing right after.
I ain't know that.
And then the black man,
How
the
was it
black
work for her?
doctor, the same shit happened. And I'm pretty sure she did a GoFundMe. If I'm not mistaken, she did the exact same thing. But the thing about it is, the concoction to get that glue out of her head was already out from the black doctor, which was a simple ass concoction too. I don't remember what it was, but it was just household items that he mixed together and got the shit out of her head. But a
Some
lot
awesome-
of other people after that did the same fucking thing.
And it come right out. She had to have surgery, didn't she?
Yeah.
Surgery.
She didn't necessarily do surgery. He did
That's
the
some straight
concoction,
bullshit.
and they. I mean,
You
they
don't
had
put her
her.
to sleep
Yeah.
and just take her hair.
I mean, they did put her to sleep.
That was all for show. I think all that shit was some bullshit.
That's crazy.
Miss
man.
Wu?
I don't have any thoughts on that. That shit's old.
That's
I
an old
don't
ass.
understand why anybody
I'm
would
just
do that.
saying, but look how much
Anyway.
money she raised.
She
on
raised a
GoFundMe.
lot of money for that shit,
Yeah,
though.
she
And
did.
she even got apparel out now.
Yeah, she talked a little shit.
Everything.
She
You
got-
don't take one thing for you to go viral.
That's it, man. You get this check. You hear me?
Well, I think there's one
So
chick
follow me
on
on Instagram.
Nah, I didn't say that.
And TikTok.
Say that.
And Facebook. My name is Banks Jennifer on Facebook. And
Your
on
name is
TikTok,
what?
it's the Almost Natural Bee. Thank you.
I need to get on TikTok, man.
Nah.
Oh, Jenny got some. She got a couple of 22,000. Like,
Yeah, she don't fuck off.
Yeah.
She don't fuck off.
Yeah, I see you popping off over there on
A
TikTok.
little bit, child.
Okay, do your thing, do
22,000
your thing.
views.
Yeah, that's a lot of views, man.
Somebody.
That's a lot of views.
Alright, yeah, a lot of serious topics and shit, man.
This is your idea, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm
Yeah,
doing.
come on with it, bro. Come on with it.
Let's come on. We ready for it all.
I see y'all, man. Should couples borrow money from each other? Talk
Yes.
about that.
Hell yeah, you can.
Well,
Yeah.
that's right, and you better pay it back. Unless you say, I ain't paying this, I ain't borrowing. Can you give me some money? But if you borrow, hell yeah.
Your side of the bills, yeah, motherfucker, you gonna pay me that back.
How's the what's the process of non-payment? How do you
Non-payment?
yeah. Who does? What I mean is
If your spouse
don't pay you back. Right. What's the?
You won't pay me back.
I'm gonna say your game system. I'm gonna say your game system, and I ain't hunting you for however many
That's
weeks.
so
I don't
crazy.
get this Gucci.
That's so
What
crazy.
the hell y'all talking about?
She wild, man.
It's a
She is
job.
crazy.
What the hell y'all talking about?
But for real.
All right.
No, I ain't selling no game systems.
So if your man don't pay you back for his half of the bills, what you gonna
Hey
do?
man, it's a scam like that going on
Because I ain't paying
Facebook
the
right
next
now.
half of the bills.
All kind of scams on
He's
Facebook.
not gonna be paying no bill.
We all gonna be homeless in this motherfucker.
She crazy.
So I mean, no, technically, yeah, you can
Sorry, y'all, I thought
build
you was
your debt up because you're gonna pay it off eventually.
Eventually, I'm gonna get my money back.
Yeah,
Man.
you're gonna pay it off eventually. So I mean, that's
Okay.
fine. I'm just keeping tally.
How long have we been in this
I don't know what to tell
relationship?
y'all if y'all.
Right. How
It
good
depends
is
on how long
it?
we've been in this relationship.
I was gonna say I can't really tell you the real
And that's
situation.
only
But
if
he was,
no, that's
that
only
is
if
the fuck
it
you talking
was
about.
if it was for that. If my significant other comes and say, hey babe, let me borrow $200. Okay, I'm going to hold you to that because you asked to borrow.
Right.
You didn't say, hey,
Let me
babe,
have
let
it.
me have
Right,
it.
that's
So
different.
therefore,
That's different.
yes, if you say let you
Make
borrow,
sure you say it the right way.
Right. But if you say let you have,
How you feel about that,
then
Juke?
Okay.
What you think,
That's a
Juke?
different story.
Ditto?
I just feel like, yeah, they should be able to.
Nigga ask you for some money, you gonna break up with him. Immediately. Like, nigga, what?
No, not immediately.
Not immediately. Just a little bit, yeah, I feel you. He's smart.
Let it happen again.
Smart, man.
This your first time. It better be on you.
Smart ass. Don't stop playing with
I
me.
ain't like that.
That's funny. What's your name on Facebook?
Jarret.
Oh, me.
My dog hanging out right
Servance.
now.
Get it right, Servance.
Servance.
Yeah, Servance.
Let's talk about child support. What y'all think about child support, man? General feelings. Y'all think it's fair? Y'all think it's one-sided? What's the general
I
feeling
think
there?
it's unfair because I done submitted my child support claim and they ain't did shit about it. So that's
Unfair for her, okay? I
What
don't
you think?
What's
I
up,
don't know
bro?
how to feel about child support yet. We gonna get back to that.
Wow.
For me.
How do you feel about
I don't
that?
What you mean yet? What does that mean yet?
If you are
I'm not too
not
deep in
together,
that rabbit hole.
Are you-
to be giving my opinion?
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we value your expertise here.
I
What-
like child
I
support.
think it's good.
Now, unless you ain't paying.
That is,
No.
Take
yeah.
care of these motherfucking kids.
Okay, that's it.
But I don't know about nobody else. My kids gonna already be taken care of. But like I even told my oldest, when my millions manifest in this 3D room, then I'll clear all your debt. You don't owe me nothing.
I would never.
You would never, no matter how much you gonna owe me that. I got $1 million. You
I
got
made this shot by myself.
you got 20. You owe 20. You owe 19. I want that 19.
Listen, well, no,
It's
I'm
crazy.
No,
You don't play.
I can't find
I
it.
feel
But that's
like
only
they
if
definitely
they're
should be-
not. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Like for dudes and
If you're doing what you're doing, that's fucked
That's
up.
what child
Still
support.
having
That's what child support is for.
Right, if you're
It's
not,
enforcement.
it's to be regulated.
Right, it's
You regulate because you
enforcement.
don't want to do it by yourself. You need to be
Right.
governed
Oh,
now.
yeah.
That's
It's
what
not
the
a.
government is
It's
for.
not a birthright. It's not a birthright.
You need to be
It's-
governed.
Right.
It's for motherfuckers who trying to run off.
Yeah.
But I
Which-
always feel like it's like this. Like if a man,
And please get everything in writing.
Mm.
Y'all need to be serious about y'all shit. If y'all don't keep y'all receipts, get y'all shit in writing.
Yeah.
What the fuck you need to do? If y'all can be on Facebook all day, I do what I need to do. Where your receipts at?
Preach.
Of course, don't give a fuck about what you say on Facebook.
Preach.
What the
Preach.
receipt says for them diapers you bought, them wipes you bought. Get some videos of time that you pictures or whatever when you spend the time with your child or some type of documentation that matters.
Niggas do
So-
not keep receipts.
No,
Don't.
they should.
They
So
should.
that
What
child
though?
support that you owe and you like, but I did what I was supposed to do. That shit don't matter because receipts matter. You need
Okay,
proof.
well, no, I-
That's
Who
all
is
you
this?
need to
I
do.
already weighed,
Jupiter.
like,
Who your people is on here? I'm like, I'm bad. I'm in the
Who
country.
was?
Who this who's that person?
Mahmoud.
Like, what's up with this guy,
My
man?
homie.
Okay. He looking
What are you
for.
talking about? Oh, he looking for Jennifer. He said he want to get on
Yeah,
with
he
Jennifer.
said. Well, I'm gonna give you a direct quote verbatim. Where is the ass?
Period.
What the fuck?
Period.
It's not this kind of show, bro. What are you doing, man?
He's so
That's
stupid.
after dark.
Or was he calling her ass, bro? I don't think he was actually.
Where is
No,
the
he
ass?
wants-
No, he
Where
put.
he want to see some ass.
Yeah, he put
Oh.
the.
I'm gonna say that's
Bro.
that's our club part.
He put the emoji with the shades.
Oh,
He
shit.
wants to see
Serious
the ass.
business, man. This guy,
He texted me and said, "I'm trying to see Jennifer's ass."
Oh,
And I
wow.
tagged him in the live.
they love. Look, she's flattered.
I mean,
She's
You
bluffing.
want to go out
She's
tonight?
bluffing.
You want to drink?
that
You got balls. You can buy
Niggas,
me a
you don't
drink.
know me.
You
Who's this
know
guy, man?
You go to balls tonight? I'll be there.
I'm gonna beat. I'm
that
gonna beat.
video that had
I'm gonna beat him up,
22,000
man.
views
This is-
wasn't
If
that.
you're gonna be at balls tonight, I'll be there for a drink. I'll
You
shake
don't
it
know
for
me.
you.
All right,
So
man.
yeah, child support.
No, I actually
We-
waived like at court with my oldest son father. I
Really?
waived back child support.
That's what's up.
Well, he was a lot younger. He's 17 now, but you know when you put him on child support, they'll go back up to 2 years. And so one time I was there, I weighed about $12,000. But then I was like, but from the point when you got on child support up until now, I'm not waiving that yet. So,
Keep it real.
I mean, I did take you. I took some of it off.
That's real.
Because at the end of the day, my babies are taken care of. They got a mama who don't make excuses and gonna make the shit happen. I'm gonna make it happen.
I always wonder though. Let me ask you guys. As ladies.
Put me on child support. Fuck that.
All right, now in the state of Florida, if you're not married, custodial rights go to the mother because men have to establish paternity. It makes sense. I used to think that was unfair, but it's not. You know what I mean? It makes sense. Because I didn't know. I didn't understand. I mean,
Okay.
Right. It's right. It's scientific. I want to ask. This is for the ladies. I often wonder this: if the things was in reverse, would you be okay with that? Living your life, whatever.
If I was to live
paying
my life and
30%.
leave the kids off of their dad,
Yes.
the money,
Would y'all really do
I
that?
pay for that freedom. I would.
I would told all
Honesty.
your ass gonna stay home because all y'all being raised together. When you turn 18, go to your daddy. That's what's wrong. But
If the roles were reversed
The roles were reversed.
and paternity or maternity, whatever,
To the
paternity
man, right.
automatically went to the man.
Right?
Hell yeah, I pay what I had to pay.
Would you know?
Had that freedom to
I'm
get up and
with
go
you.
wherever
Right,
I want to
right,
go
right,
and
right.
whatever time. Don't have to do that. The third. No.
You've been hibernating in my belly.
Nah.
Exactly.
Exactly. It caused me enough stress. See ya.
She a trip, man. This girl's off the chain.
I mean, she's living her truth.
See ya.
I love it. I love it.
My babies.
I love mine too. You letting them raise their father, have them father raise them, don't mean I don't love them. I see you on FaceTime. I see you. Your child support. Send you extra for your birthday and the holidays.
You are
Don't
crazy.
do that. But I'm gonna do that. But that's one of my love languages. I love to spend money, so it is.
That's a love language, spending money.
Yeah, that's one of the love languages.
I like it. What is the love language?
There's 5 love languages. One of them is gift giving, the act of service. Another one is physical affection. One is time spending with each other.
What's
The other one
what's
is,
the
verbal affirmation.
what is this off from, like a book or something?
I don't know.
It's a love song?
There is a book on it.
Really?
Of the 5, yeah.
Interesting.
Love languages, yeah.
That's what's
5
up. I
love.
thought that sounded like I'm not joking, but that's a R&B album from somebody. I forgot.
it is?
I don't remember who, but
Yeah, but they got
over
the
the
book.
right. Abortion. Do men get a vote?
No.
Nope. They don't get a vote.
Talk about that.
What?
I'm tell you why.
What did you get the vote for?
They gave
Once
you the seat.
you give them your sperm, that sperm
Oh,
is
you
allowed
said
to
you
do
said
with
this.
it.
You said this.
Once that woman, once
Once
that
it's
man
in
give
her body.
you his
It's her
sperm and it's
decision.
in your body.
Oh, no,
it's
you
in
didn't
my
say
body,
this.
I posted
The
something
black,
where the man
that's what it was.
saying,
That black dude said that. His ugly ass. It always be them ugly niggas. It always be them ugly niggas. It's like, you couldn't get no woman. That's what it was.
No.
You
Yeah.
didn't want
I'm
her to have
saying
your seat.
You would have never
up.
gave it to her.
Right.
That's the same. I can say the same thing about your
You didn't
eggs.
give her?
I can say the same thing about your eggs, though.
I didn't give you my egg. My
Oh,
eggs is
okay.
in your
They're
body.
mine, though.
Okay.
I
It's not yours. It's
there's
in my
nothing
body.
without me.
Yeah,
It's
but
Exactly,
So
without
keep
you. So
your
you
sperm.
gave me a part of you. Keep your shit.
consensual.
Keep all of you to you.
But okay,
Exactly.
okay.
You consented to giving me your baby. You consented
Your
to
point
giving me
is
your baby.
made. Your point is
You
made.
made that
Your point is made, but
once it's part of my body, it's mine.
Okay.
Anything I decide to do with my body is only my
oh,
decision.
that's
You
how
don't
they
have
get
shit
you
to
right
do
there. That's how they
with it
get
no
you.
longer because it's
So
no
once the
longer your
baby's
sperm.
out of you, now it's my
no longer your
responsibility.
sperm.
Watch
I'm
what you
just
say.
saying.
Be careful what you say, because that,
Oh, shit.
that sperm turns into a what?
A child.
Oh, that belongs to who?
Us.
I'm about to say
Exactly.
me.
So don't sit up here now and say
That's
it no longer belongs to the man.
It's
Don't
not
say
cool.
that. Don't pick and choose.
She said
when
why
it
it's in
belongs
her
to the
body.
man.
She said why it's in her body.
Why it's in my body?
Which is-
it's
That
mine.
belongs to her.
Right,
When
that's-
it come out, it's yours.
Now it's
It's a
us.
part of
Now
us.
it's yours, nigga.
But
Get over
then
here.
Also, but
Right,
hold on,
yeah.
scroll up too, because men also have that liberty to not deal with their churn, because we see that every
I was about to
day.
say, y'all can walk away. You still have the choice.
Let's not normalize that though. That's not
backlash,
normal.
man.
That's not normal. That's not normal. That's not normal.
Yeah, no,
That's not normal.
It's not normal for men to just bloop. You even
No.
have a legal process where you can write over
No,
your
most people know their
parents'
fathers. That's normal.
That's for men and women.
But
Yes.
at the end of the day,
Most
that
people-
responsibility is still
Most
like
people
a
do.
big
Most people do. Most people do.
I haven't
I don't
met
know
most people.
Thank you.
Maybe
I
you
met
have.
most of the people that
Most
don't.
people know their father. I'm not saying that now.
I
Most
didn't
people.
know he was a father too,
Now,
but
most
he chose
people-
not to deal with mine.
Yeah, okay
Chose
then.
not to take responsibility.
Well-
chose not to raise. Chose not to have.
No type of connection.
I'm
Like,
with you. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
A lot
that.
of men are very.
But
But I don't think that's.
Listen,
I
just
don't.
because men do things, that don't make it right.
Well,
You
this
know
is
what
my
I'm saying?
thing.
That is right.
This is what I'm trying to explain. That behavior isn't specific to a gender. Women leave their kids on the fire station. So that's what I'm trying to
See, but
explain.
they don't talk about that.
That's a
They just wanna talk-
behavior.
They
That's
just want
not.
to generalize.
It's not
the
distinctive
man
to
always,
men.
you
That's
know
true,
what I'm
and
saying?
there's a lot
But
of
what's the
men that are single
ratio
fathers.
though?
So
I think men maybe do
so
it
so
more.
all these babies that's
But that doesn't
being
make it
put
a
up for
men-specific
adoption
thing.
every year.
That's a behavior.
Who's that on?
Say it again.
That's on the mother.
Exactly, but they don't talk about all the babies that's being put up for adoption. They just want to talk about old men not doing for the kids. You got a lot of women that's, I don't want to curse,
So it's
but
just
pieces
the
of crap.
men.
Curse!
Pieces of crap as
Just
well. You know
whisper
what
it
I'm
to
saying?
me and I'll tell it to Jen.
You know,
She gonna scream that bitch at you.
Who is it? I think it's Dave Chappelle or somebody that just made a comment or something like that. If the what is it? Damn, what did he say? I think it was Dave Chappelle. Should a man have a say so? And if a woman chooses, basically like what we're talking about, if the woman chooses to keep the baby, you know what I'm
I
saying?
saw
Should
that.
he have
I saw
a
that. I saw
man
that.
have a say so or not dealing with it if he said no?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because a woman, she made that choice. You
Then
know.
why from the very beginning put yourself in a position?
Man,
to
listen,
even
Because
things
I'm-
happen.
because I'm
First off,
horny.
First off, it's
Oh
not.
yeah.
Sex is natural.
All right, and now I'm emotional, so we having a baby. So excuses.
That's
so
not
now
an
we both gotta
excuse.
deal with it. It
An
is an
explanation
excuse.
is an excuse. It's two
So
different
being
things.
horny
Listen,
isn't
women-
an excuse for
women-
just nutting, and women
Women
do
gonna
whatever you want to.
always-
Being emotional is just
Wrap it
as
up.
much as an excuse.
I think that's up to
So women
that
always-
depends on what you
So,
describe
hold on,
as
hold on,
what
time
do you
out. No,
describe
bruh.
as human behavior.
Nah.
Because hundreds of
So
years.
then women are emotional, so
Most-
my emotional ass.
let's
on
say-
the side,
let's
get
say
this
this-
baby,
let's
and
say
put
this.
your
Both
ass
parties-
through everything
so
Most
that
of
you put
so it's
if
not
you
the
really
woman-
trying to be
the
if you
women
really
don't play
trying to
a
be
part in it?
technical,
Absolutely.
for
And
most
I'm saying
of
though,
the
Exactly.
human
So guess what?
existence,
So
we
she's
haven't
not
been
ready.
monogamous. We fucked around for most of our lives. You know, that's for most of the years we've been on this planet. I mean, up to very recently, maybe the past couple of thousand years, maybe we
That's a
start
lot of
marrying and
years.
shit. not compared to how long we actually been here.
To the whole
So that's what I'm saying. We gotta
That's
see. We gotta determine what's natural.
Yeah, but
Like,
that's on both.
is it natural for me to
that's
be
on both
Absolutely.
parents.
a wanderer?
It's a
Wandering?
It's not just the man.
Animal who's leading a whole. Okay, but that's
But it is the man when it comes to ejaculating in that woman. I can't control you to.
And you're right. And you're
Yeah, but I ain't shit without
okay,
you.
y'all
Though.
can say,
You
but
ain't
that's just like,
shit
okay,
without
now
me.
I can come back there and say, hey,
From that very
why you not on birth
beginning,
control?
why you fuck-
I
Why-
can sit up and say that. Why you not?
Why-
If you're gonna be out here having
Why don't they
unprotected
put
sex,
men
why you
on
not
birth
protecting
control?
yourself? Why-
That's
So
who-
why don't you get your shit
Can I-
split,
can I-
which
can I
can
please
be
say-
I agree with
reversed?
you on
Why
that.
you don't do that?
Can I please
I ain't,
say-
you ain't cutting my dick, but
You don't.
I
That's
agree
why.
with you. I think men should be on birth control. I don't think they should cut
No,
their
hell
dick.
no, man.
It's
But you
a-
can
it's
take a pill or
reversal.
something.
But it's a reverse.
I get a shot.
Men can
But
take,
you didn't
though.
cut my
It is.
dick.
They can get something serious.
I'm sorry.
And it can be reversed.
I have 1,000 kids before you cut
girl,
my
ain't
dick.
nobody being celibate. It's a very.
Abu said, "Don't cut his dick off, man."
No, you don't cut it off, but it's a process
Yeah, they
that you
cut- they-
undergo,
I-
and
they
it can be
cut- they
reversed.
snipped
Why
this
you
up.
don't do that? Or why
not
you
doing
just
that.
don't nut in bitches that you don't want to have kids with, or if you
Period.
don't want to have kids at all, why just nut in bitches
Because
willy-nilly
their
and then
child is
expect
right.
her. You putting your whole life and your
If-
future
and if
into
you're
the
not-
hands of a bitch that you don't
Same
even give a
thing
fuck
with the
about.
woman,
Does that
man.
make sense?
But
You're not
God
ready to be a mother,
made
why
me
aren't you
to
on
get
birth
you
control?
pregnant
If you're
if you
gonna
would
be
have got
happy,
Okay,
pregnant.
so
You're
get
supposed to
your
get
Why
take care of
aren't
your
you-
kids since
it-
God
it-
made you
it
that
goes
way.
for both.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't think that. I don't,
God made you this way to be throwing your seed everywhere.
you
Take
got
care of
pregnant
all
like that.
motherfuckers.
If you got pregnant,
Take care of you.
the
can see
birth
both- I
birth
can
is
see
a miracle.
both.
You take care of that miracle.
I agree with that. I don't think
I
nothing
think
wrong
it's
with that.
both parties, man. Because if
So
you-
then both
as a
parties
woman-
need to take care of the child.
So men should
Exactly.
so men should get a
You didn't let
vote.
me finish.
So men should get a vote.
I mean, I think as a woman,
Yes.
They got their vote when they nutted in me. I vote to possibly take the chance of getting you pregnant.
That's
That's
a
my vote.
that's a dictatorship.
That's my vote.
No,
That's
That's
not
a dictatorship.
You put your vote in. Your seed, your sperm is your vote.
that is your vote.
I
Oh.
vote to take
Do
this
you
Russian
wanna have a
roulette
child?
chance.
It's a million of those.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then that shows
And
you
you took the
that's-
chance.
I don't want all them.
I'll take the chance.
A lot of,
that's
I'll take the chance of
consequences
all these
blind wives
millions
decisions.
of sperms. I have the knowledge that I have millions of sperms shooting out into one egg.
Yeah.
So I have a million possibilities of getting your ass pregnant. Don't give a fuck about you. Don't.
not a million
don't-
possibilities. No,
whatever.
the opposite of that. Like
Yeah.
1 in a
And
million.
so I'm gonna take that chance, that 1 in a million chance.
Yeah.
And damn,
I'll take that
1
chance.
in a
I'll take that chance a million
so
times,
Take care of that responsibility. Take that
If you
1 in a
mean to tell me,
million
you know what kind of odds those are?
It ends up in a lot of kids that's not being taken
How many
care
kids
of.
do you
That's
have?
what the odds are.
Mucho.
But I just think they always just pushing one side of it. There's a lot of kids not being taken care of, and there's a lot of kids being put up for adoption. But they're not talking about those kids. They only just want to keep pushing the issue about the men not being in the household, because it's like they're downgrading men. They're not going to talk about these women that's putting these babies up for abortions every freaking year. You're talking about thousands of babies. Just as many men as you can sit up here and say, he's not taking care of his child or his kids. It's the same amount of women giving their kids up for abortion.
And
So don't just keep
and
trying
part
to
of that could
generalize
be because
men.
they don't believe
It's
in
all
abortion.
Men, it's all men.
And they
then
know the man's not going to be there, so their third option is to give them up for abortion as well.
Is that a
that's
fact or is
also
that
part of it.
maybe?
It's
It happens.
It's
It happens.
part of it.
But you have
Some
women
women
that don't want it
completely don't
anyways.
believe in abortion, so they're going to
Exactly.
be like, I'm not ready, you're not ready, we're going to put it up for,
And some
for
but
adoption.
some women, but
Men put up kids for
it's
adoption
a lot of
as
women
well.
that I know that don't want kids. So guess what?
don't
So now,
want
so now what
kids.
about? Hold on. So now what about the women that's? I know a lot
And
of
you have
women
an
right now, and I
option.
guarantee
Give
not
them to
gonna
their
be able
dad.
to
Oh,
prove
their
this.
dad doesn't want them.
You know,
Get their ass
women,
up
if they
to
were to get
adoption.
pregnant right now, how many of them would literally say, it won't make it? Women are now like, no, that baby will not make it. But y'all not going to push, they don't
What
push
you mean by
this
that?
issue because they're going to go get an abortion.
Oh, okay.
But
They're going to go get an abortion.
Just to be
Okay,
clear.
I
It ain't even got to be the dude saying, let's get an abortion. Women now are saying,
Yeah.
that baby won't
Yeah.
make it. But they're not going to push that.
One time the girl
But
sent
I
me the
wonder
emojis
why
of
they're
bread and a
saying
rose.
that now.
I was like,
Because
oh,
so
shit.
many men, that's what I'm saying. So men are influenced in the way that women think.
I don't
I
argue
think
with
that
that.
goes
I don't
both
argue
ways,
with
though.
that.
That goes for both sides.
Niggas
They
wouldn't
do.
take.
So now women
Man,
want to flip the script.
some-
Women want to beat you to the punch. Before you tell me to get an
So
abortion,
the
I
only
say it
reason-
myself.
Some niggas won't even take a
No,
bath if it
man.
wasn't for
Regardless of
women.
whatever
No,
you feel. A lot of that
no.
is what's happening.
No.
In a lot of
It
situations,
happens.
women are flipping the script because they're
No.
tired of men just doing them any type of way and not giving a fuck about their feelings. So women are becoming emotionally numb and doing the same thing that men have been doing to them and doing it first before y'all can do it to us.
I agree with that, but
I don't agree with that. I
hold
need her to
on,
get some
hold
women
on,
back that
hold
up.
on, hold on.
I don't believe
Hold on.
in that.
I agree with
man.
that.
No,
I just
believe
don't. I
that.
just don't. What I don't agree with is that being disguised as like women liberation. If you hurt and you doing that shit out of hurt, say that.
Yeah.
But don't act like, oh, my
Yeah,
pussy
true.
free now and all the cause, and I'm finna fuck all these niggas.
we don't
You
have
doing
to,
that
though.
shit because a nigga hurt you.
But women don't have to though. They
But
feel
then
like they're in the
also-
right. When you hurt, you don't have to do that. Men don't have. Men aren't.
Men
just
are
going
nasty.
around
They just wanna
fucking
fuck.
around, fucking over people because men.
Nobody does
So
that.
women don't have to be like, you know, they don't have to tell the truth about why they're doing
even
it.
regardless,
They
if
can
she
disguise it as
decides-
that.
If she decides to get an abortion, think about what this woman finna go through. She
Mm.
will never forget that shit.
Mm.
You just aborted your whole child.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole another issue already. So
Psychological,
I don't
emotional,
What's that
and
shit
a
called?
physical thing that you
Post-mortem?
want.
What is it called?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's,
And
that
you
can
still,
fuck you
and
up.
even after
And
you
then
get an
that
abortion,
can
you still
cause you to
have
not have
to.
any kids after that.
And you still
So
going through
it's
the
still
feelings
a
of being
traumatic
pregnant.
situation regardless. So
Right.
that's why I'm just saying, be motherfucking wise and make wise decisions. If you don't want no damn churn, just wrap it
Exactly,
up.
and that's
Or
go back
be
to
on
what I was
birth
saying.
control.
That goes
the
on
best
both
birth control,
parents.
FYI,
That goes on
is
both.
the delivery.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
if you
Well, I
want-
can't force.
Okay, and I can't
Neither
force you
and neither
as well.
party can force each other,
Exactly,
so it's
so-
on each individual. So if
Thank
each
you, that's
individual,
all I'm
then at the
saying.
end of the day, we're both
Absolutely.
responsible. So don't sit up here and be like, once you give me your sperm, it's all on.
Yep.
It's you. Like I can't decide what happened now because you had the same responsibility I had.
Exactly, but that's all I was trying to say earlier.
I'm with
It
you.
goes
I
for both.
feel you. I
It
guess.
You know what I'm
does,
saying?
but
It
then
goes on
once
for
that
both.
once that woman have that child, that responsibility can be easily just be shifted to that woman because now
Then
the
you-
man has the choice of not dealing with that child or
No,
paying
I'm
her or
actually in the
helping
middle of
her
a
with
radio
that
show
baby.
right now.
She gonna have to still take care of this child that she burned to the ground.
Unless
Yeah,
you
but
put them up for
my
adoption.
son should be to the my
Right.
son.
Drop him off at the fire station, man. Who knows?
Yeah, my son now.
Yeah,
I concede. I will concede. I will concede
Okay,
that there
okay.
may be more men that run off than.
Yes.
I'll concede that. That's fine.
There's a lot of women that run off too though because they
Yes, but it's more men though.
yeah, and
Women do.
it's a lot of children that suffer because
Well,
of their mothers
I wouldn't.
because of that.
I wanted to touch on that,
What
but
don't you agree with?
but I
that?
can't say that all the time. You know what I mean? But let me say this.
I don't know
Let me
who
say
you're
this.
agreeing with.
I was raised by a single mother. A lot of us was. We got the utmost respect for single mothers, as we all
Most
do.
definitely.
I think the issue
You know
with
your
that,
dad?
absolutely.
Okay.
I think the issue with that is, the amount of normalcy that we put on this. It makes it. We give these single mothers so much props to the point where we act like this shit is sufficient.
Exactly.
And the shit is not. The proof is in the pudding. It's not sufficient. I
Right.
mean, we're not.
Right.
If y'all want to talk about it, our kids are suffering. It's not the boys or the
also,
girls.
why
The
is
girls.
that an
Right.
excuse? I'm not ready, or I didn't want. Why is that an excuse to abandon something that you created?
I don't think so. I don't think that is an excuse. I think that's cowardly. I think that's
But
cowardly.
that's what we're basically saying. We're like,
I-
does the father have the right to abandon their child just
No,
because
but
you
you
weren't
got-
ready or it was an accident? That does not give
No.
you the right to abandon something.
No,
that
no,
you
no,
got.
no, no. That's a whole different question.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
saying, does the man have a vote? I'm not saying,
Yeah.
does he?
has an opinion.
Can he say? I'm not saying, does he have to stay or not? If you made the baby, you should raise the baby. I'm not saying he should stay. I'm not saying.
Exactly. Ebony.
Now,
Right,
I
so-
do think there is a little bit of coercion there, though, when you say, okay, look, you don't got no choice, but you finna raise this baby anyway. But I just think that's how it is.
Your choice was at the beginning. Your choice was
It's-
in the act. That's your choice. That's your choice. That's my choice in the
I
very
think
beginning. If
we-
we do not take the precautions to prevent a pregnancy, that's your choice and that's my choice to take that gamble.
So it's 50-50 at that point.
She's right, man.
Yes, and
Exactly,
so it's 50-50. Like,
You're right.
But it only becomes it's to me it's only 50-50 at that point. But now once the woman
once
says
it's in your body and it's the baby, yes, I get the majority vote. I get 51%. You're correct. And now you're at 49. You're
Which
correct.
really,
But that's
it's the same thing as saying you ain't got no
extra
vote.
chance that you took.
Yeah.
That's the extra chance that the man took with his sperm. You said man gives life, correct?
Right.
So that's the chance that you took
You
with the
gave
life
the
that
life,
you give to
and
me.
now you choose.
So
And
now-
now I
so
choose
now-
to sustain the life.
So now- so-
that's not your choice to sustain the
No,
life.
no,
You
no,
can't
and
choose to sustain it or get rid of it.
Hey,
that's
that's
not your
good.
choice anymore.
That's good.
Your only choice was to give it. Now it's my choice to keep hold on to it. That's where
I'm
the
not arguing
decision
that. I'm not arguing that.
That's where the decision
I was just gonna say, so now if the roles were reversed to where the dude
She said
wants to
everything
keep-
except period.
if the dude wants to keep the child and the woman don't, how
I have 51% of the
They don't
vote.
make,
but see that's bullshit.
and they don't
though.
make Hallmark cards for that. And I'm, no,
That's
that's
what I'm saying.
because that's
Society always
that.
push-
Y'all, we might be joking, but that's a hurt. That could be a hurtful experience. So does this nigga feelings don't count at all? Like,
Exactly.
It
The
hurt-
man,
it's hurtful
see, but this
either
is
way,
this is
yes.
how.
That is the
that's
gamble
not hurtful
that you
either way in that
take.
That's
situation.
very hypocritical.
It's hypocritical, but that's the gamble that you take. You take the
It's very
gamble.
selfish.
If I give
Y'all
this woman
women
life,
like to pick
I'm
and
putting
choose when a
my
man
life,
can have say
I'm
so,
putting
when
the
a
life
man
that
can
I
do
give
this
her
and
in
do
her
that when
hands
it comes
now.
down
She
to the
can choose
kids.
to
That's
keep it or
crazy.
get rid of it.
That's true.
That's the chance that you
But
take.
okay, if I see if a woman, if she get pregnant and the man say, listen, I don't want you to get an abortion, and she's like, but I want to get an abortion, and he was like, well, just have the baby and I'll take care of it. I think she should go ahead and just have the baby and give the baby to the.
But you got so many women don't want to mess up their bodies. You know what I'm saying? So
And
it's like,
well, one thing I will say, I'm not a woman, I'll never know what childbirth is like. But you did just kind of gloss over it like it's just a simple
You're putting your
procedure.
life
So I don't
on the
know.
line.
Right. So what I'm saying is,
So that's your
just saying you should
decision
just have a
whether or
baby. I
not
don't
you
think
wanna
is
take
that shit
I'm
is
about to
serious.
say yes.
You can talk about this more than me.
It's
Like that shit is
complications
serious
during the
business, right?
pregnancy.
Right.
It's psychological, emotional complications during the process, even after you had it. You know what I'm saying? I've endured like postpartum depression. That shit ain't nothing to play with.
Right, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
a lot of shit that you have to go through, and you making that decision whether or not the whole package, everything, the good, the bad, and the fucking ugly. It's a lot of fucking ugly that goes through it for years to come. So ultimately, once you said last episode, men give the life. So once you give the life, that's your decision. My role is to sustain the life and decide whether or not I want to keep it. That's where your decision ends.
Yeah, but it's a lot of all that stuff.
And it picks back up
having
where?
an abortion, you can still have postpartum depression after having an abortion. You can still
You
have
can't, your body still
Good point.
processing
Good
it.
point. You're right. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
have all those things even after getting rid of a baby too, though. You can go into a deep depression because I just got rid of my child. Like you can still be fucked up mentally either way.
You can
it goes.
regret it. In the moment, you can be
point.
thinking this is a great
So
idea, and then afterwards
is it
you
a
go like, oh,
man's
my fucking
fault that
God.
he was created this way? Like,
We're not.
y'all were
Y'all was created
designed
this way. We
Y'all
were
were, you know what I'm saying?
designed.
Y'all were designed to carry babies, not men.
Okay.
So stop making it seem like, oh, it's just solely on y'all, like, to make all the decisions, because that is bull crap. That is bull.
It's not
But,
realistic.
bro, listen,
It's-
I'm gonna tell you this: before you start getting bitches pregnant, y'all better make sure y'all got a clear understanding,
Too
so
late.
you ain't gotta worry about
Yeah.
it.
That's your
You
decision.
a little late with that. You should have been.
Yeah, it's too
declared
late.
You
all
should
that.
have
I'm
a
a
better
little late.
understanding of what it was
Before you got
like.
her pregnant, this what y'all should have been discussing instead of what you got on tonight.
Is that realistic though?
Yes, it's realistic. If you give a fuck about what you're doing, if it's not realistic,
It's
then
not
you go
realistic.
research and give a fuck about who you could possibly get pregnant. Then it ain't realistic to have expectations of the woman that you got pregnant.
And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying
Hold
is
up,
it
time out.
realistic
Hold
for
on,
you.
hold on.
I mean,
I
but does
wanna
that
be
really
really
happen
right
as much
here.
as we think?
No,
does?
it doesn't happen, but we're
So
saying
it's not
we
really.
need to make
So
awareness
that's
of it.
more of
We're
an
not giving
aspiration
advice.
than
Like,
what was
but if
actually
people
is actually
still gonna be
happening.
dealing with
now.
the shit that
You
they be
see?
dealing with, it's gonna forever be a problem.
This
If
is
y'all
life
don't give a fuck
experience
about
that y'all
who y'all
are speaking
put y'all
from.
sperm into,
8
then
years
don't
old,
give a fuck about
you can
anything
process
else.
this.
I don't know if it's that simple though. I think
It
that
is
might
that
be a
simple.
general-
You
general.
don't give a fuck about who you put your
How
sperm into
much
and the possibility
maturity
of
can you
creating a
have?
life. Don't give
Yeah,
a fuck
but
about anything.
but who I care about may change. I might care about her after
I was just gonna call y'all
baby,
just to be
before.
an ass, you know
You
what I'm saying?
understand?
But
So I mean, like
People
people break up all the time, right?
They do.
And they were on good terms at certain points.
And a lot of that happens especially after pregnancy.
Absolutely, and most of the
Regardless of
Seems like most of the time.
Most
you
of the
still was
time.
pregnant, you still got all the hormones, and all those hormones change when you have an abortion. So therefore, you can still go through the same process of even carrying your baby full term and having it.
right,
Like we've been on this
right. And like you said, you still have the same
Y'all be like,
effects and
have an
everything.
abortion, bitch, if you want to have
That's
one.
your
Don't, if
business.
you don't, and that's your business. And when it comes down to that, men have 49% and you have 51%, and everything
Damn.
else is 50.
Scared
I
the
just
shit.
say
Scared
this.
the shit out of Sorry, y'all.
Discuss
You good,
this shit
brother.
before y'all sleeping together.
Sorry, y'all. My phone fell.
So there will
Yeah,
have
if you
to be no
don't, if it's not a female
misunderstanding.
that you are willing to take that risk with, then don't take the risk. You have to weigh it out. Like, am I willing to, if it's possibility, am I willing to deal with the bullshit that comes along with pregnancy, and if this bitch ends up my baby mama, am I okay with this? No, then don't leave your fucking sperm. Put on a fucking condom, whatever you gotta do.
Period. There we
You
go.
talked earlier about a woman becoming biologically a woman at what, like a preteen or some shit like
10,
that.
11, 12, yes.
Yes.
And it all goes back to the conversation we had earlier. And then now, this girl is a woman, as far as anatomy goes. She can have a baby. Is that a decision she can really make?
Can she make the decision whether or not to have the baby?
No. Not the abortion, but to consciously enter into something like that. Like it was
Like
just
sex?
yes. To the point where because a lot of times
Legally, a child that age cannot get
You good,
consent.
Nubia.
with a grown up,
Personally,
right?
kids do it all the time.
Absolutely.
If you're not being raped, then yes, you gave your
Yeah,
consent.
man. Man. I might just have to hold it.
Kids have sex with kids
all the time. Yes.
If you
yes.
both decided, hey, I want to do this, hey, I want to do this too, let's experiment. That's consent on both hands. You
Absolutely.
can't deny the fact that that's consent.
That's
because you
definitely
both said
consent.
yes.
My question is that the risk that you were talking about,
Yes.
is that still applied to you in such a tender age like that?
Yes.
That applies to the young woman and her family.
Yeah.
Now her family has the 51%.
Even more than the guy.
Even more, yes.
The little 15-year-old kid.
The boy and his family,
They
they
dead.
could convince this woman or this little girl and her family,
I respect that.
to be persuasive into what they would like. But at the end of the day, it's ultimately going to be this girl's and her family's decision.
Yes.
Let's talk about relationships. Your significant other forbids you to do something. Talk to this person, whatever the case may be.
well, yeah.
Not necessarily talking to, but whatever.
Well, I be
What it is,
because if I don't like it, it shouldn't be happening. So,
all right. They forbid you to do something. Actually, let me switch it. You forbid them to do something. They still do it. How do you handle a situation like that? Let's start with Jupiter.
I was about to say, don't start with me.
I don't handle situations like that.
What do you do? It disappear? You just disintegrate in the ground and just what happens?
When you say forbid something, you can't.
I don't want you doing that, and you keep doing it.
You letting them know how you feel
Then
about
that
a
means
situation.
that means
I'm
obviously
not
if you're
gonna be dealing
still
with
with
them.
them, okay, that means
You
you're
don't give a
accepting
fuck
them.
about my feelings, so fuck you. That's how I feel about it.
Your sister is talking. Don't be rude.
Hey, she interrupted you earlier and I ain't say nothing about it.
She don't play, but she quick too. She quick, man.
I never interrupted him.
You did, but continue.
We was all interrupting everybody.
Yeah, we had two conversations going on one time.
Yeah, y'all
But,
rude. Y'all sisters are rude.
I think you only control yourself, and you can give me your opinion and how you feel, and it's my decision to take that in consideration. And if I love you enough, and I would, agree with that, and if not, you can either choose to deal with me or not. And that's your
So
choice.
I'm asking you, how would you handle that? You leaving or what?
if they don't
If
take,
you asked him to do something and he didn't do it, what would your response be?
Keep going over there. He
And
keep
tell the truth,
talking.
because I know what your response would be.
Oh, hey.
well, what's my responsibility? You
Real
gotta-
rap.
you
Well, go
tell
on,
me.
go
cap.
on, tell it, sis.
No
Go
cap.
on, tell it, sis.
No cap rap.
Don't
No
tell
cap.
it, sis.
Go ahead. I want to hear what you
No
gonna
cap.
say.
No cap rap up here
I'm
now.
gonna cut you off if it's a lie.
No, go on. You just go and say it.
No,
And I'll agree with you. That's great.
no. Go ahead.
It all depends, because me personally, I don't know if I'm telling people what to do. I can only control myself. So I can let you know either this is what you want to deal with, because this is what I'm going to do. And then you can just be, I'm prepared for whatever your decision is. See, because I will never take your choice away. So therefore, this is what it is. Because I don't lie, and I live my whole fucking truth.
Amen.
Hello?
Don't look at me like
What
that.
that mean?
Listen,
What that mean? I live my truth.
People out here want to live a lie. They lying about everything.
Yes.
No, live your truth, because
Yes.
if you want to fuck this girl over here, tell your woman.
Yes.
You'll be surprised that your woman might be okay with it.
Yes.
No.
You never know. You never know. Like, be
Yeah,
okay
I'm not
with
gonna
it.
do that.
But be okay if she's not okay with
Right.
it.
Be okay if your woman not trying to deal
That's
with
what
you.
I'm saying. They always just want to
No.
lie because they want to
No.
control
There's a simpler-
the outcome. They want
There's a
to
simpler way to
control
do
the
this.
reaction.
There's a very simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cheat and wait to get caught.
Because you already
He
caught.
that shit a secret and just wait to get caught.
Period. No.
Some secrets die. You know, you never know what happened.
No, we
Ever.
did.
A lot of them.
Not with most women, but your woman, no.
You
She
better
might
tell
not
me.
say shit, because you might
And
be
I'm gonna
taking
say
care of
so,
her.
and I'm gonna
But
act
her
different.
intuition is definitely letting her know that
I
you
think
are
women's
willing to
intuition
pay
is
down.
real. I
Shit,
think it's
bro,
a
we
real
got that
thing.
shit too, bro.
But
Yes,
exactly.
yes, you do.
But I definitely think it's over. I definitely think it's over.
I'm gonna fuck you up because how dare you?
You ever been somewhere and just something don't feel right? You just
Absolutely. But no, I just
Speaking
feel like
of-
you want to go
for
Jew.
Yeah, because we
Since
get
everybody
loud.
grown, who the hell finna put you
I
over
know,
the bed and beat your ass? Kids
Right.
lie because they scared they finna get their ass beat.
Right.
Why do grown people lie?
Preserve people's feelings.
Fuck all
No,
that.
to preserve their own
And,
feelings.
and
No.
whatever
To
they're benefiting. That's what
Control
it
the
is. 'Cause at end of the day,
outcome. To
I-
get, yeah.
Bro, at the end of the day, I'm not responsible for no fucking body else's feelings but my own. Fuck all that. I'm
Yeah,
just
some of
living
y'all
my
just
truth.
can't handle the
So
truth.
then fuck
What
all
does
that.
handling
No,
the truth mean?
Not acting crazy when I tell you what really happened. Not
no, tell me before it
going
happens.
crazy. No.
Hey, don't take my choice away, bro.
I was about to say,
I like that.
But
I
who
like
are
that.
you to decide how I react to some fucked up shit
Period.
that you did?
That could be based off. That could be based off what I know about you.
Respect you.
I might have seen you in that situation before.
Every action has a reaction or a consequence.
That's just some
Not necessarily. Not
You're
necessarily.
lying because
People get away with shit all the time.
Because they know it's going to control the reaction and the consequence. That's
Say
why
that
they
again.
lie.
Say that again. I like
They
that.
lie because they know it's going to control the reaction or the consequence in their favor. That's why you lie. You
Agreed.
tell the truth because
Agreed.
you're like,
Agreed.
I know. If she
Agreed.
find out I do this shit, she gonna da-da-da. So
She
I'm
gonna
a lie.
bust my
because
windows
I
out
because
my
I don't
car.
wanna deal with
But
that
listen,
shit, so I'm a lie.
But see, this the thing though. That's after the fact.
Like,
Don't
what's
nobody
up?
want to find out shit after the fact. Come to me like a man, baby.
No, they the
This girl over
subordinates.
here
That's why I
got
know
my
niggas be
attention.
beneath me.
I
As soon as they lie to
guarantee,
me,
bro, you'll be surprised
You
how
bitch
many
in a
bitches gonna
relationship.
respect that over a lie.
That don't mean they not gonna
What you
get
said?
upset.
The girl paying me
You gonna
attention.
get slapped, bro.
That don't mean they not gonna get upset. That don't mean they not gonna
Samir,
react.
what's up, bro?
If you
Say
want
that
somebody
again.
who finna lay hands on
Samir,
you, man,
what's
that's the
up,
kind of
bro?
person you
That
need
doesn't mean they're
Oh,
not gonna
man.
react
That's real.
in a way that you don't like.
Period.
But you still had the opportunity of gaining their respect and
Period.
for me personally, I like to know somebody that I can trust. At least I know I can trust this person. I'm dealing with somebody else. I don't know what the fuck going on. If you lie to me, you will kill me, you will da 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 whatever. At least I know when I'm dealing with this person, I know what the fuck I'm
Don't take
getting.
nobody's
I'm having the
choice
choice to deal with you because
And
I
be
like the
mature
fact
enough.
that I know what the fuck is going on.
Right, and be
then we
mature
can have
enough.
a mutual understanding of everything that's
Right,
happening.
and be mature enough to accept whatever the fuck their choice is. And if they choose not to deal with your ass, be okay with that.
Or if they choose to deal with you in a whole different type of way, be okay with that. Or if I choose to start doing the same shit that you're doing, if you
Be
okay
okay
with
with
that,
it.
then be okay with it.
Live
If you
your
want to
goddamn
go
truth.
on, because are you okay with the same? If I'm doing the same shit that you're doing though,
If that's your nature, then that's what you should be doing.
Okay, then there y'all got an open relationship. Then.
Right, exactly. If that's not your nature,
and that's the
then
conversation
I'm gonna
that
think
needs
you
to be
just,
had.
But
you
just
know,
don't
you
take
hoish.
people's choice away. That's my thing. Do not take
Because
my
if I don't
choice
want to
away.
be in that type of situation, why should you?
And if you not happy,
take
at
that
home,
away
why
from
the
me to
fuck
find
are you
it?
there? If you in a relationship that you not happy in, who in their right mind stay in that
a lot
relationship?
of motherfuckers do
All
that.
the time.
And that's some straight bullshit.
I mean, that's all that happens. I mean, I think it's.
I don't know why people still living like that.
I think what people. I think the
The
divide
company
is
getting their
that
bills paid.
the divide is
that's
that
perfect.
So makes you
men,
happy, so
men and women, I think, cheat for different reasons. Men cheat with somebody they meet.
why do y'all think women cheat for different reasons?
Because women.
Why y'all think women cheat for emotional reasons?
I was listening to you.
I'm
She
saying
asked. You
it,
answered the
but-
whole question right
If
there.
I was, okay, I ain't, because I'm just not cheating. I never cheated in my life. But if I was, a damn sure wouldn't be for no emotional reason. I'm not even emotional.
That's hypothetical, though.
emotionally interested in men. A lot of times it just be some, I ain't gonna go there.
There you
But
go.
yeah.
Hold up. You with
It
that
just-
shit already.
Are you
It
saying
just be
that?
some things,
Are you saying that
know what
women?
I'm saying?
Are you saying that women don't make decisions based on emotion more than men?
No, because it's a lot of emotional ass men out here.
I was about to say,
So you saying that-
men are just
So-
as emotional, if not more, as men. That is crazy. Do y'all not see these text threads that men
going
send
on,
women
fam?
all the time? They get crazy, like men.
But what happens? What happens when a man posts a woman's text threads? What happens then?
What do you mean?
How often do you see that? You can carry on.
Well, I'm on social media. I see a lot of men, so I see it.
You see men posting women's text threads
Yeah, about women acting crazy.
when a woman going crazy. Is that a common thing you see on your timeline?
Common,
Yeah,
I see it's about it's
So-
not as common.
but you answered the question. You said so. You saying that women don't make more decisions based on emotion than men? You saying it's equal, or men do it more, or what?
I'm saying it's the same. It's
I
a
feel
bunch of
like women
emotional ass men.
react in emotion
Right.
more. I don't feel like women
They don't
just
react.
act on their emotion like.
How's that different?
without reason,
You just say
without-
women act on that movie, but then you say you don't think
react.
we
Like,
Yeah, what's the difference?
if
then?
I found out you cheating on me, so now I'm finna go da 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 da. But if I was just to normally cheat on you, that wouldn't be off of emotions. That'd be off of sexual urges.
Right.
I don't know.
I-
I think people should respond and not react to anything.
But cheating
Yeah.
isn't always sexual, though.
Right. I think we're talking about sex there, and sex.
To me, cheating.
I
could be
think
different
women
things.
attach emotion. I think women attach emotion to sex. I think men
Right.
just.
Because
Like
a
the
lot
fuck.
of bitches cheat with cocaine.
Well, I
I
personally,
think men are a lot more.
I can't
People
relate to
cheat
that.
with all kind of shit
So I
out
don't
here.
know.
Right,
I got-
exactly. I
can
think
sit
men
out
are
of
more irresponsible when they cheat and they just gonna fuck,
I can
you
sit
know.
out of that because I don't get emotionally attached to sex. So, and I know my following specifically on social media, a lot of women don't get attached to sex, so I can't speak on that behalf.
So I don't know.
I follow a lot of women
I know
that
that's
do
right.
sex acts either for pleasure or for monetary gain, not for emotional fulfillment for me. And a lot of women that I follow aren't emotionally invested in.
So the women that you follow, you think that's reflective on the majority of women? Or you think that they're a special case?
I think this is how women are starting to become now, and a lot of women aspire to be like the women that I follow.
So,
Because a lot of women who aren't like that, I do notice in the comments, a lot of women who are in there aren't like that, but they are looking up to those type of women. Yeah.
what do you mean by looking up to? Like they want to be like
I
that.
can't wait until I'm like this. I'm working on being like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I wish I was like this. Yeah.
So, when we're talking about just social norms and who do you think adheres to these more? Is it men or women? Who cares more about what people thinks?
Women.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because we get more backlash.
From who?
Everybody.
From
Other
men and
from
women.
men,
Me
yeah.
personally, I don't give a fuck.
I was
about
gonna say, I don't give a fuck. I stopped caring after high school about what people thought about me, but women get more
You ain't doing
backlash
nothing
from
to me
men
in
and
mine.
women
Your
about
opinion.
everything that we do, anything we do, from the way that we look, we trying to be like blah 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 blah, from what we like to do, from the sexual acts, from being alternative and not like what you would expect normal black women to be like. We get backlash for living.
What is normal?
I don't know what's normal.
If you like anything outside of what is perceived to be black culture, you're an alternative black woman.
So what is that then? What's black culture? What is
Hip hop music, the way you dance, the type of things you enjoy eating, the type of events you do, like if you like to skydive, those type of things, like going to water events and stuff like that, like kayaking and shit like that. That's like white people shit. White people do that kind of crazy shit. So if you like any type of music, I know, but I'm saying it's perceived as like, you hear a lot of people saying like, who the fuck is skydiving? White people do that type of shit. Who playing with their life, like adventurous stuff that's, you know,
extreme sports?
playing with their life, like that's white people shit. See what I mean?
Gonna
So
be skydiving.
like we're gonna do that, all that. But that's
I'ma go
alternative
ziplining,
stuff,
yo.
the type of music you listen to and things like that. Anything, you know, that's not universally known for the majority of what black people do. Anything outside of it, you're like,
Right. I don't know if that's like a thing. I think that black people are a part of everything. You know what I mean? So we're not a monolith. I mean, if you get 10 black people in a room, you probably, you know, they're not all going to be the same. They're going to like different things. You're going to have a nigga in there that like the kayak. You have a nigga in there who got a damn jump shot. You have a girl that can rap. You have a shy girl. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. Let's talk about another one of those things like we was talking about forbidding with your partners and things like that. Does what your partner, their opinion on what you wear, does that matter at all?
It matters to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
I mean, if you're with someone, you obviously care about how they feel about you. I mean, so
Y'all represent each other.
right? So you know, there is sometimes when like, don't let me go out of the house. I'm thinking I'm looking all cute and shit, and I really look like a hot ass mess. Don't let me walk out the door like that. So yeah, tell me. But
that's
then like,
in line with y'all women.
it all depends though, because then sometimes you know.
Jen?
Okay, here we go.
Because you can have your hair pulled back
You
in a
bust-
ponytail.
you
I
know-
can't speak on this.
And I might
My
still
man
think
support
you're
everything
beautiful
I
just
do.
the
I
way
can
you
dress
are,
how
but you
I
might
I was gonna say, he let you wear what you want to wear.
Tell me that, like,
Yes.
you know.
Okay, here's a
Absolutely.
prime example. I was in a lingerie fashion show on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Okay.
And so my
I don't believe you. Where the
My man
pictures?
posted it.
Good. I don't believe you.
That's after the show.
You gotta post the pictures and we don't believe you. Nah, I'm
Okay,
just-
I got you. No, I posted it.
Nah, I'm playing.
So he was concerned at first. You know what I'm saying?
You want nobody see them sweet cheeks, girl?
He's
My
very
cheeks.
conservative. But you know, he trusts my judgment also.
Sorry.
So therefore,
Oh, hold on. That's like a little inside thing. They over there
it
laughing.
was like he trusts my judgment. He did have some, you know,
Reservations.
yes, but once I explained everything and what I would do to make sure that
Did he really have a choice, though?
Did he have a choice?
Yeah.
He had an opinion.
He had an
Then
opinion.
y'all go down.
But I still took his because
It don't matter how good the case would have been, it's still
Well, no,
gonna be.
me personally, I didn't want gonna go out there like that either. So once I explain everything to him, I don't want all this. I don't know. We're not gonna. It's gonna be classy and sexy.
Okay. And the point of that is you guys have a solid foundation, so you can discuss those kind of things.
All right. I think for me, how you met me.
I'm with that.
Because this is a part of my personality. And this is how I dress. It's not gonna change because this is me.
I like that too.
I love.
Be like Diamond Boyfriend. He meet you in the club and then he want to fuck your cousin.
I was dressing like this when you met
me.
I wasn't dressing like this for male attention. I just so happened to catch your attention. You like what you saw, so you're going to continue to like.
I respect that.
Personally, I love my man. He likes to show me off and stuff like that. He's very confident and secure in
and that has a lot to do with
stuff like
too.
that. So he's all down for all of that. He loves it.
Ain't nobody got time for no insecure ass man.
He loves it. I love that because it's my first time being in a relationship like that.
Let me bust. If I want to bust it open, let me bust it open.
Period.
Niggas be laughing at niggas like that. I mean, I gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? Keep like, nigga, I'm finna try to fuck your. I'm finna try to fuck your woman, nigga. What
he loves that. Yeah, like other men would try to take that approach, but knowing that they can't get it.
I'm just trying to give you the insight there, and it could be definitely wrong, but I think a lot of men and like I said, they could be dead as wrong. They look at other men appreciating their women as disrespect. Yeah, you know what I mean. So
Sierra and Russell, and he shows her off in the most conservative way.
Right.
They still hate that shit.
But no, I mean like.
Yes, because
you know
even his friends will be like, "Why are you doing that? Why you okay with presenting her like that? Like, bitch, why is you over here in our business? This not your relationship. What you worried about? It's me and him.
Because they want to fuck you.
Are you?
That's what it is. They're like, they really saying is, bro, I want to fuck your woman, bro. Like you want to see that?
And he knows that. He tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
He's saying this. He want to fuck you. Ha ha. You know what I'm saying? So he enjoys that. I enjoy it too. It's fun.
That's weird as fuck, man.
It's so fun. We love it.
Every turn it on.
Nigga, you want to fuck my woman? Nigga, you better get away from me.
What you mean? That's a compliment
in
a way,
is.
though.
In a sense.
Because at the end of the day,
it's not just men to fuck anybody.
Still know they fuck her.
So you mean to tell me you can be classy when you half naked, but then with this situation, there's no way to be classy with that?
What you mean?
The situation you just said.
She said she could be classy in lingerie.
Right.
I mean,
But then
this is. But I'm gonna be nasty in lingerie, so I don't know. I can't.
No, not just the lingerie.
That leg over there shaking.
She ready. So I don't know.
I feel you. Any thoughts on this, brother? You just hanging out, man. You doing foot.
Walking out here any type of way.
You gonna let your lady? You let your lady?
His eyes only.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But I agree with you what you said when you started off, though. If I met you that way,
I agree with that
too.
too.
Have a problem with it later on.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely agree with you on that.
I agree with that, man.
But then if you didn't meet her that way, you ain't got to worry about her going into that.
Sorry,
Because she's probably not going to be that type of person.
That's what I'm saying. Date the type of people that you like. Don't come over here and try to get in a relationship with me and try to change me. Clearly, I'm not who you like. Clearly, I'm not who you want. Find somebody that's compatible with you. Don't try to come over here
and change
me and try to make me the type of person you want to date.
I'm with that.
Find somebody who you want to date.
And then you have people who they don't show you the real them until later. You know what I mean?
You do it all the time.
Them representatives.
Goddamn, listen.
That's why people.
I'm saying this nigga do it all the time.
Y'all was talking about that last week. Talking about wait them 90 days. Let me tell you about waiting them 90 days. So them 90 days is definitely not just, you can fuck them whatever you want, but them 90 days is really going to see if that representative, if this is who they are, or if that was their representative.
Well,
are they lasting the 90 days though?
You don't know nobody until after 7 years. Have anybody else heard that?
Say that again.
I read plenty of articles that say you don't really learn who a person is until after 7 years.
I'd like to know the rationale behind that.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
I mean, people grow every day,
Maybe
so
because
you have to.
change.
You have to grow with your.
7 years.
Right.
Ongoing thing, because I still am learning things about myself that shit.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all, man. My phone going dead. I should have charged.
What you got, an iPhone there? Oh no.
No, man. I'm droid life over here, baby.
Droid life.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm about to get off live, man. Y'all be good tonight.
Oh, that's the call out. That won't help you. That's no good for you.
Nah, I think that's the
That's the old one?
Yeah, that's the old one.
All right.
Shit hot for some reason.
I want to talk to you guys about. Oh, this is a good one. If a man pays exactly half the bills, is he considered by you guys to be a provider?
What is he providing?
It's half the bills.
He's providing half the bills. So as a roommate, so my roommate is a provider.
That's what no.
That whole part.
I'm assuming that you guys agree with her on that.
What else are you providing? So you pay half the bills, but what else are you doing?
Some dick.
You have to. You and my dildo can do that. So my dildo's a provider. Another bitch could do that. So like what? My fuck friend is a provider.
Nobody to come.
I was about to say my fingers can do that. I can come. Like what?
Right.
My fingers are providing.
No,
what exactly are you providing?
I don't think that's a provider. I think that's just
a roommate. You're a roommate.
How you feel about that, Juke?
What are you providing?
I'm not saying what is he
providing for?
That's what they said.
Everything.
Right. Jarret, what about you, bro?
Oh, I agree with the lady.
You agree with the ladies
this time.
You gotta do a little better. Snap.
I agree with the ladies this time.
Again, I gotta push back, man. That's not realistic.
Then what are you providing?
Well, this is my thing.
What is your definition of a provider?
Well, this is all I'm trying to say is this. We talk about this all the time, man. It's just what we talking about within this black community here. Most, if we're talking about a black man and a black woman, that is, which I think most of the time we would be here.
Yes.
Most of y'all got more money than dudes. So realistically, this guy could.
Realistically, I'm the provider.
Well, what I'm saying is, being a provider.
If I'm a provider, don't be talking about you the head of this motherfucker.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm finna say. That's my point right there. And I'm glad you said that. Does being a provider only is that only a monetary thing?
No, because I'm the head of my household. I don't worry. My boyfriend pay all my motherfucking bills, but I take care of everything else in the household. So I'm the head of the house because I make sure everything inside the house is going well. So I take care of the shelter, but I cook, I clean. He provides the shelter, but I provide everything else: child care, meals, cleanliness.
So who's the provider? I don't get it.
We both are.
He's the provider of the
monetary.
So that can't.
That's
provider
of all the house,
everything else,
all the domestic things.
So that's not an interchangeable thing. Now a man can't do that.
Yeah,
but do they? It just depends on if they're doing that.
Some of them
are you
can.
splitting everything? If you split everything down 50-50, you're not a provider. We're helpmates.
Okay, that's what it is. But if you and that's
if all you're doing is working and paying the bills, you provide the rent.
But you're a provider for making the bottles in the middle of the night and shit like that.
I'm the provider of the household.
Does that not sound crazy to anybody else, or just me?
I see what you're saying. It all depends on how.
I'm making sure the house functions. You making sure we have a house, but I'm making sure the house is a home.
My thing is,
the home is functioning.
It either matter.
It takes
the monetary value either matters or it doesn't. Like it's either one or the other.
Yeah, it matters because where the hell we gonna stay?
Right. So he's at least providing that. Is he not a provider in that sense?
You provide rent, but you said 50-50. If you're only paying 50% of the rent, no, you're not providing nothing.
So he can't do those other things and somehow become a provider?
If he's doing more things than me, then he provides.
Okay, there we go.
So if you're doing more of the housework than me, then yes, you're the provider. If you're paying half the rent and you're doing more housework than I'm doing, you're the provider.
In your case, not paying half the rent, but doing it, and you still the provider.
I'm making sure the house is running and everybody is getting baths and food.
Yes, ma'am. Making that shit work. Like, actually making that shit work every day, which is a real ass fucking job.
It is.
That shit is serious fucking business. Hell yeah.
Yeah, mentally told
Go to the goddamn grocery store and all that shit.
Yes, I am the leader of this household.
You clip coupons and shit? Not yet. Maybe
I
later.
Coupons. I get everything.
Digital coupons, though. You ain't got to clip them bitches. Smart, man. You smart. All right. I don't know, man. I think we may be coming. Oh, this is the last one. And then whatever you guys want to talk about, because we are coming to an end here. Things to get you in the mood. No hold bar.
I didn't eat edible before.
Let's start with you, Jarret.
Talk to me.
You and your lady, you guys are.
Let's clarify that. In what
get me in
mood for sex?
Okay.
You and your loved one.
What
turns you on?
I'd be like, ooh.
It's definitely gotta be myself first, man.
I'm not gonna miss this. Hold on. No, let's stop. I'm not missing this. Hold on. What are you saying? Now where were you?
Truth. You something different because niggas don't do that. I need all that. Tell me all the truth that you got in your phone.
What is she drinking, man? She's crazy. All right, let me stop playing. All right, bro, go ahead, man. Take it away, bro.
Oh man, that's a number.
You don't want to give the secret to the sauce?
What turns you on? What's the question?
You can't just go head first all your life, man. You got to start.
No, I mean, sex alone, you know what I'm saying? It's just as long as I'm in the mood, sex alone
like
turns me on,
foreplay.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? I was gonna say. Let me ask the girls this,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I
You
like
know,
to-
like,
okay.
That nigga just read. He just on the receiving end, like, come on.
I would say I've noticed.
He already knows.
No, but hey, my boy already know what time it is.
I'm not like
It's
that.
on the way.
I've been really
I just need to know when it's on the way.
Yeah.
Dudes who aren't thirsty. Like,
Hold on, what you say?
Dudes who be kind of like they not that interested in me. It makes me curious about them. Like, well, damn. Like, I'm used to.
I don't believe that, man. I hate when they say shit like that.
True.
I used to.
So why don't y'all go
crazy
talk to them
about-
niggas then? Go say something to them.
No, I do. I'm
Okay.
very aggressive.
Right.
Well, okay. Let me talk in past tense. I used to be very aggressive with men, especially the ones that act like they weren't interested. Because what's up? And that piques my interest. Like,
And as soon as they start interested, you're like, oh, nah, I'm straight.
no.
You crazy,
No, I
man.
be trying to see what's up after that. I'm not really attracted to men until I know, like,
What are you
what
doing?
they like
Yeah.
in the bedroom situation. I'm not physically attracted to men until I have sex with them, if that makes sense.
That is a conundrum. You do know that, right?
First
No.
time I've ever heard that.
How does
So
that doesn't
imagine me
make
physically
sense?
ugly to other women, but like
So what makes
if
you?
they have good sex, they're
If you're not
attracted to me.
physical
But you don't
attracted to
know
them, how
that
do you have
until
sex
you
with
have
them?
sex with them. So how do you even get to that point to have sex?
Exactly.
mentally or just.
I'm asking you.
I'm saying
Oh.
either mentally, I'm mentally like struck by them, or I just have a feeling like I feel like fucking. You right here, or I know you for a minute. Let's fuck. And if they have good dick, then I'm attracted to them. But I'm not off the rip just looking at men like other women be like, oh, he's so fine. Like I could see men and be like, yeah, he's attractive, but I don't feel nothing towards them
Exactly.
until I
Right,
know
right,
that they got
right,
good
right.
dick. And then I'd be like, bitch, he's fine.
But see again,
might think
how
it,
you
but
know
that
that
is
though? How you
fine.
find that out if you
Fuck
don't?
'em.
But so you spend time
So
fucking
I'm
people.
not,
I don't
I'm
get
not
it.
attracted to men like just off the rip. Like I look at men, I don't feel nothing no connection towards men.
Okay.
But if I've had sexual intercourse with men,
And see,
or
this
some type
is
of
where I'm
sexual
confused. How do you get
connection,
into that position? If-
I just said either I'm mentally struck by them, like
Like,
I'm
sapiosexual.
mentally interested in you, I want to fuck you, or I just have the urge to want to fuck. Like, bitch, I'm horny. You're right here. I'm right here. Or I've known you for a long time. Yeah, bitch. You know I know.
That sounds so crazy, man.
Or I've known you for a long time. Let's have sex because
That don't
I'm
sound crazy. That's crazy.
it is. And then if I know the sex is good, I'm attracted to them. And then if the sex is bad, I'm like, ew.
Because you're emotional and the sex was good. It's like, and I'm just
No,
joking. That's a
that
joke.
has
That's a
to do
joke.
with strictly attraction.
That-
My emotions are not connected to men whatsoever.
Right. Yeah, 'cause that's straight up bullshit.
It's
But
not.
you're on to you, Bina.
Come on, big sis.
I ain't even gonna lie. We're gonna take it to that provider. If I know somebody got me secure, like
Money,
secure.
money.
If I know I'm secure with you and you like,
Money.
I got you, and you show me you got me, that shit turn me on. Like,
That's what that
okay,
girl
and I got
in
you
the
too, baby.
Atlanta, that's what she said this weekend. That's her motto.
Well, that,
Like,
So you gotta be a provider.
yeah. That when you have
Okay,
no business
I'm with
and
that.
you respon-
I'm
you-
with that.
you
I'm
have
with
your
that.
responsibility
I'm with
and
that.
And you on top of shit. and
That
you-
real manhood shit.
Yeah, that shit. I'm attracted to that.
Yeah,
type of shit.
I want
That's
to
that grown
I wanna
man
go
type shit.
do some
God,
things with this man.
Yeah.
Jupiter, you been talking all night, man. Couldn't get you to shut up as usual.
No need.
So, what do you think? What gets you in the mood? Like to kiss on them tattoos, girl.
Yeah, that.
Kiss that neck.
I think I'm just more physically attracted to people more than anything.
I was saying
Explain
I'm
that.
saying nothing.
Explain that. Explain that to me, because that's
I
kind of
like
that's
these little inside
confusing.
jokes and shit.
They got a lot of them.
Yeah.
You said you're not.
So you're attracted to more of the physical aspect.
Yeah.
He got
So what they gotta
fine.
look like?
Now you ready?
Oh, she
What
just
they
said she's
gotta
not.
look like,
She said she's not. A,
What do they have to
They gotta
look
be
like?
tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh, you sure? Okay.
She done made that feel
Or
like
if I think you got a big dick and I just want to find out, then that.
I think that's more
might
accurate than
leave
tall,
me.
dark, and handsome.
Okay.
If she that's assumed.
No, bitch. Mm-mm. Don't do that.
Good to know.
Don't do that.
Back to you. Any thoughts?
I'm always on, bro.
All right, man. All right, time to do, let's do Boo of the Week. You guys got any
My book
crushes?
of the week is Kevin Gates. That's all I've
Okay.
been listening to lately, and I've been watching his interviews and just his
Shout out to Kevin
vlogs
Gates.
and stuff.
And
Okay.
his wife.
And his
It's
wife.
just convinced to me. I don't give a fuck about you.
Hey, don't do drink like that.
I don't give a fuck about you.
Don't do drink like that now.
I
You're my
just,
book of the week.
Ah,
I
nice.
love their whole dynamic. I love their relationship. I've been following both of them, and especially
I don't
like
follow
on her
neither
YouTube.
one.
I'm about to say, I don't follow them, but
Yeah.
occasionally.
So who's your Boo of the Week, Bina?
My boo of the week. Shit, I didn't even think about that.
There gotta be a guy that come across your screen or something like
It could be a
that.
guy or a girl.
I like
Last
this.
week for me, it was Rihanna.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't think about that.
Yes.
I don't know.
You know, you want to come back to you?
I can't think
You
about
come back,
that.
you get it together? I got you.
I don't know either.
Come on now, Juke.
I don't.
Come on now, Juke.
Who's my boo of the week?
Channing Tatum. Nah. You know you love them white boys.
Is Drake. I mean,
Oh, I know.
A white boy.
Tell you who I
Yeah,
was
there you
with.
go.
Okay.
You back?
I got two boos of the week. I love him so much.
Zero to two.
What's his name?
Osiris?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, she loves him.
He from Jacksonville.
Cyrus.
He from
Why
Jacksonville.
can't I say?
Girl, yes.
Yeah, girl, you worth
Let me tell you
it.
who else I was attracted to. Anthony Simmons, who won the dunking contest at the All-Star game. He was really cute to me too.
Basketball player.
Anthony Simmons.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, you got an extra one in there.
Nobody.
I don't know that guy. Big Dog, who you got this year, man? Bay of the Week.
Y'all probably wouldn't know her. She's a New Orleans rapper, 3D Nati.
Oh, yeah, you put me on her.
Yeah.
She is bad. Like, she bad.
That was look her up.
Yeah, she's a rapper, but her body's amazing. No, for real. Like, she like a fitness person. Like,
Oh,
like
okay.
she wasn't one of those, like, she's ridiculously.
Natural.
Yeah, and she can flow. And she got that New Orleans
She can
shit.
spit,
Oh, yeah, I was
though.
about to say that.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
They love that, yeah. She-
You
she-
love me.
No, actually, her and Ciroc are my two favorite female rappers. Like, yeah.
She got that big, she got a big following on Instagram. I'm gonna sound like a nasty, creepy old man. I don't even care. But that little Chloe and Holly girl, man, she's so goddamn fine. That don't make no sense. You don't even know who that is. Because they like
Yeah, I
20,
know who that
21
is.
years old. Yeah, but the little thick one. God damn, she bad.
That's the
Yeah, you don't even know.
That actress.
And they were little girls and they done grew up. But she grown now. She grown now.
And now they're actresses on Grownish.
They are. I forgot about that.
Wait.
And they sing. They're up
And
under
that's
Beyonce now.
Right. And that's that song.
Somebody keep him.
That's it.
I don't know what the hell y'all talking
Don't worry about it. I got you. Don't worry about that. I got you.
They're my little Disney girls.
Not no more. Not no more. All right, man. She-Ro of the week. Y'all got anybody you want to give props to? Any ladies out there doing their thing?
Meghan Markle.
Meghan Markle. Is
her
that the
name?
girl?
Is that her name?
I don't know who
Oh,
that is.
that girl?
Markle. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's up.
Shout out to her. That's what's up.
The-
Jenny?
Yeah.
Jenny from the block?
Prince Harry. Ain't his name Prince Harry? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Meghan Markle.
Somebody keep him.
Hero of the week is all the baby mamas that didn't get a kids up for adoption.
You ain't. I like that.
You trying to shooting shots right now?
That's
You shooting shots right now?
that's my mama. So yeah.
Or who didn't abort their babies. That's
Oh,
my
yeah,
mama.
that's my
Hey,
mama.
hero of the week for all the women that did abort their babies because they knew that y'all
God
didn't give
damn
a
it, I'm
fuck
going
about
for
them.
all the
and
fellas
daddy
who taking
ain't give
care
a
of their
fuck
kids,
about
goddamn.
them.
This is a time of uplifting.
Hero, no,
Not-
that's good.
You
You
gotta
didn't
talk
bring
about
more
these
kids to
niggas.
the world.
Leave the
I
niggas
didn't-
out of
I
it.
didn't say nothing about niggas. I
Well,
said
okay.
shit to the women who did abort their
Okay,
kids,
okay,
knowing
okay.
that they wasn't gonna bring them.
I thought just like you
to a
niggas ain't gonna take care of your
situation.
kids.
Thank you for making the correct situation.
I'm sorry.
Correct choice for yourself and the world.
Much respect, much respect. Juke, who you got this week?
I'm giving it to black women again, period.
Y'all are lazy, man. Y'all are so
Mine was
lazy.
very thought out.
Can
It
we
had to
do
with the
can we do
show.
individuals? I know y'all can know some good people, black
I
women
don't,
out there
I don't
doing
know.
some good
I
shit.
don't.
Bina Marie.
I don't.
Don't worry about that, man. Who you got this week, man?
You a shout out to my brother Anthony Dennison, man. You know, if anybody y'all know,
Shout out to Amp Dennison.
yeah, man, one of CNA. You know, he teaches the class CNA.
Okay,
class,
back that up,
They're
man.
doing this thing.
All
Man.
right, you gotta get him up
Who
here.
at full strength at?
That's cool, man.
Who's what?
I was asking my life.
Got your fans. Shout out your fans, man.
Shout out to everybody that's on this live. I can't see.
Ladies, y'all got any advice to the ladies this week?
Live drinking your water.
Live your truth. What else did I hear?
Yeah, you kidding.
I'm sorry.
Y'all playing footsie? Y'all playing footsie over there?
Listen to your coochie.
What is she saying? She sound like macaroni and
She gonna tell you
cheese.
everything that you need to know. So
Yes.
listen
She
to her.
damn sure is. Even when you ass got to go to the clinic.
Me personally,
Exactly. So
Tell you
listen
now.
to your coochie and don't go back after she don't want your ass the first time with something that's curable.
that's disgusting.
Always
But
popping off.
me personally, I like to use all 5 senses of mine on them. But anyway, now let me stop playing. You are crazy.
Strap up. Strap up, fellas.
Strap up, fellas.
Jays, if you don't even want
Keep
to
your
give
sperm
it-
to yourself if you don't want the motherfucking kid.
You want no turn?
She sound crazy, but that's real shit. That's real as it get, man.
Man, bullshit, bro. If she not ready for a child, if she's not ready for a child herself, damn it, make sure you don't goddamn birth control.
He got a point. He has a point.
It don't matter.
Don't-
You
Make
still
sure
gonna
you
be stuck
in
with
your
it.
hand and
You
not in
both
your
need to
vagina.
Yeah,
make sure.
both
So
of
even
you-
if she on birth control, if she's not, what you gonna do?
Ooh.
Because bitches lie
Ooh.
all the time, and y'all know bitches lie just as much as I know bitches lie. So what you gonna do to
She said
prevent
that
it?
crazy.
No.
But look,
Now
that's
what?
real shit.
Now the
No,
ball's still in your court.
no. Both of y'all are saying self-responsibility. People be responsible. Can we agree on that?
So if she lied to me.
Yes,
So if she lied to me, I'm still at 49%.
Yes, because that's
Okay.
you
What you say-
playing
what you
Russian
say- what you-
roulette.
It's not fair, man.
It is fair.
That's not
You
fair.
know, as a human,
I've done
period.
that plenty of times.
Spit on the
too.
bitch back.
Come in here.
I've done that plenty of times.
All right. Any final thoughts, anybody? Y'all got
I
any?
just want to thank you for allowing me to come on your show this week.
Anytime, man. Any exciting shit going on this weekend? What y'all got? What
Hey, man,
weekend?
listen, y'all ass on her line.
Mr.
The one and
Servance.
You end up you'll stop, man. Hey,
You made me forget what I was about to say, but
it happens.
never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You
Any
forgot it was a jerk.
any final thoughts? Jupiter, I'll make them be quiet for you. I promise.
Make sure y'all drinking y'all water. That's number one.
The pH levels, man. That's real
At
shit.
least 14 of these a day.
What if it flushes your systems, though? You know, keep
It
your
do.
You
systems
gotta stay
flushed.
hydrated.
That's all right, man.
Add lemon and orange juice to your water. That's good for you.
Why? Oh, okay, cool.
It also helps flushes and it's good for your vagina.
Anything that's good for the vagina is okay with me.
Everything that's good for the vagina is great.
And that's for sure. Power to the vaginas out there.
Power to the vaginas. Pussy runs the world.
Bullshit.
Pussy
Not
runs the
yet.
world.
Dick drivers.
We're
Dick,
flipping over.
say dick
We're
drivers
flipping
car,
over
not
into
pussy.
that.
Thank
Flipping
you.
over into that.
Pussy just runs that world.
Yeah, that's it.
Runs your
Pussy's
world.
just the oil in the gears of life.
Pussy run my world. You're right.
It's kind of almost like it
Y'all
oils
a trip,
the gears.
man.
You know.
Alright.
These companies
I-
ain't-
Well,
I-
let's stop giving out pussy and see how the world reacts. Oh, the world stopped working? Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Hell no, that bitch gonna still go now. Don't get it twisted now.
But you're
Don't
going to
get
get
that
bored
shit twisted.
real fast.
All right. Until next week, man. Y'all are crazy. Much love, man. I appreciate y'all coming through again. Bank
Thank you for
sisters,
having us.
y'all holding it down. Jarret Servance, once again, bro. Much love, man.
For sure.
And until
Appreciate
next
you, bro.
week, man. Right here, what's poppin' Gainesville.